And you're all very welcome here to Pearse Stadium in Galway for the second of the Galway Senior Hurling Championship semi-finals. It's Loughrea taking on Clarinbridge, and it's wet and it's windy here in Pearse Stadium. The winners of this, of course, will play the county champion St Thomas's, who are back in the county final for the 5th year in a row. Both teams are going through their warm-ups, their pre-match routines prior to the start of the game, and we'll go through the teams. We'll start with the Loughrea team. First in goals is number 1, Garage Loughlane. Their full back line is number 2, Shane Morgan. Number 3, Paul Hooban, and number 4, Kieran Hanrahan. Half back line, number 20, Brian Keary. Number 9, Johnny Cohn. And number 7, Oisin Coyle. Midfield pairing of number 8, Ian Hanrahan, and 12, Tiernan Killeen. The half forward line based on last week's team is 14, Jamie Ryan. Number 25, Dylan Shaughnessy. And number 21, Anthony Burns. And the inside line wearing number 10, Neil Keary. Number 11, Joseph Mooney. And wearing the number 13 jersey will be Martin McManus. The Clarinbridge team, they have one change from their line out. Niall Armstrong comes into the Clarinbridge team in place of Michael Daly from the last day out. So their team lines out with Aaron Bindon in goal. A full back line of number 2, Christopher Bannon. Number 3, Phelan McCann. And number 4, Oisin Salmon. The half back line wearing number 5 is Shane Ryan. At centre half back is number 7, Shane Bannon. And number 18 is Conor Lee. The midfield pairing is number 9, Patrick Foley. And number 8, Sean Kilduff. Half forward line, number 15, Niall Armstrong. Number 6, TJ Brennan. And number 12, Gavin Lee. And the inside line, 13, Mark Kennedy. 14, Keane Salmon. And 11 is Evan Nyland. That's just going on last week's teams that both Loughrea and Clarinbridge had out. So this is going to be an interesting game, Cyril. Obviously the weather conditions, they got progressively worse as the first game went on. Huge shower there prior to the end of it, which is going to make conditions very difficult for both Loughrea and Clarinbridge.
Yeah, like there's no doubt about it. Like the breeze is very strong going from the Salt Hill in, from Salt Hill down to the town end, and it really kind of spoiled the first game. Since they got very, very strong. Sarsfields had the breeze the first half, went in a few points up at half time, and then Victor Manzo came on and got a great goal. Great save first from Conor Dolan, but Kieran Dolan, but then rebounded back to him and he stuck in the back of the net. And from then on, like Thomas wore on, and they ended won it by 10 points. So here it's going to be interesting to see who's going to play with or against the breeze. Like there is a strong breeze. You'd want to be up 7 or 8 points, let's say, really, to be with it, to be kind of safe, to think you'd have a chance with it, because 2 or 3 isn't enough with that breeze.
We're looking at some of the matchups, the possible matchups here. Obviously, Jamie Ryan has had a huge influence on this Loughrea team, as has Martin McManus all year. I would presume that Clarinbridge will probably try and maybe put the likes of Shane Bannon on one of those to try and alleviate some of the problems that those players will cause them.
Yeah, they've had great games at Aston, McManus and Burns all through the year, and Joe Mooney's effective, strong inside it. But I suppose the man that really kind of opened up the last day was Jamie Ryan. For his own high standards, he was kind of quiet enough during the season, but he had a blinder the last day. Was pick, say, in the forward, but kind of went background midfield, he's blazing runs, great pace, great scores, and got a lot from play. And was probably, I suppose, man of the match by a mile, I suppose, really the last day. If he's back to that form again, it'll be interesting to see how do they pick up him as well. But the thing is that when you're picking up fellas, you have to be careful that you don't upset the complete balance of your own team. It is okay counteracting the opposition, but you still have to play your own game to try to win your game.
For these two teams, obviously, it's a huge incentive to get to a county final. Clarinbridge were there last year. Loughrea haven't been there, obviously, for a couple of years, but there's a huge incentive there, and there's a huge chance now to be here again in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, well, Clarinbridge were here last year, and they were kind of, everyone was saying they were outclassed by Thomas's, were a great side, but at the end of the day, they were only beaten 3 points. So they want to get back in there again. Loughrea would feel like that with the talent that they have coming through, that they should be at this stage anyway. And they've pushed on from last year, at least by getting into the semi-final. They've pushed on from the year before. But they would feel that they need to be in the final, and in the final Thomas is only out the road from to be kind of a terrible kind of a country town rivalry. There's no another very, very well, but it's a tough game for hurling though. The breeze is blowing hard. There's a Haley Mary of a shower a while ago. Now it's cleared off again, and hopefully it's gone for the day. But there's a strong breeze, and even as I look at the sideline out here, completely in front of us, it's complete muck. And it isn't any fault of the pitch. The pitch is perfect, but along the line where they're all walking, it just shows you what the conditions are really like. And
I suppose for people just tuning into us now, obviously, if they maybe missed the first game, I'd say with about 5 minutes to go in that first game, sir, there was a huge deluge of rain, obviously, with the St. Thomas taking control at that stage. But it has really softened up that pitch completely, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. You have to say that, the pitch is in great condition, but the underground conditions cannot be with all the rain here. And even coming out here this morning, myself coming, there was a whopper of a shower that you'd love to dodge it, but you couldn't. But it's going to be interesting. Whoever has the breeze will have to be leading, say, 7 or 8, 9 at half time. The more the better if they are, and if they're not, they're in trouble, I suppose, really, because there is a strong breeze there. But Loughrea now are kind of taking off the tops and going for the photograph. We'll be ready to roll, and as you say, Niall, it'll be very interesting to see who picks up who, and who gets the first few scores, because against the breeze, Thomas has set the trend early on. Eventually started to come into it and went in at half time, the few points up, but it wasn't enough really, and they ended were well beaten. Loughrea will fancy themselves after last weekend. They had a very good game against Turlock, a very, very even team, and a very kind of subs coming on did weaken it. But Clarinbridge have a lot of talent, a lot of stuff coming through. They're all very good, not that physical of a side, but all very good touch hurlers.
Yeah, they sure are very good touch hurlers. We'll see the teams getting ready now. We'll have Áran Naveen in a couple of minutes as well, prior to the start of this county semi-final. A big healthy crowd here, it must be said, in Appear Stadium, but I can tell you it's cold in here, and what it's like up here in the commentary position, I'd say it's cold, but down there for the players it's very, very difficult for the players from both sides as they get set to play in this county semi-final. The prize is huge, of course. The winners will play St. Thomas's in the county final. Thomas is going for 5 county championships in a row. They'll play either Loughrea or Clarinbridge in the county final, and with that we'll just take the rendition of Áran Naveen, which will take place prior to the start of this county semi-final. Yeah, that's the rendition of our own Aveen. It seems as that Clarinbridge will have wind advantage in the first half of this game, and as Cyril and myself just looking behind us here, there seems to be a fair leak coming down from the stand here behind us, Cyril, in Pearse Stadium. Something I'd say the county board will have to look at and probably fix before the county final, because there's we'll be quite fortunate if we don't get wet by the end of this game.
Yeah, Clarinbridge have the breeze. Even the number 6, TJ Brennan, he's up centre forward, but you know, that's the usual position for him now.
Yeah, it sure is the usual position from the referee is Conor Quinlan. He's getting ready to get this game underway. The second of the Galway Senior Hurling Championship semi-finals. Everything is in ready. Conor Quinlan from the Saltillock-Nacara club gets ready to throw in the shitter with Clarinbridge playing with wind advantage in this first half. The ball is in, the game is on. The second of the Galway Senior Hurling Championship semi-finals is underway, and it's a stalemate situation in the middle of the field. Evan Nyland tries to pick it up for Clarinbridge over there. There's a couple of players on the ground. Will it be another throw-in ball here? I think we're going to have a lot of ruck possession here in this county semi-final, because the conditions have deteriorated somewhat, obviously, throughout the first game and into this second game, as we see some of the St. Thomas's players coming up here beside us. Cyril, they're obviously going to be looking at what's happening in this semi-final.
Interesting onlookers, like, there's a few of them coming up. I see Shane Cooley and these guys coming. Good to see him back.
Yeah, it sure is, as the ball is thrown in over on the far side of the field. It's not quite sure what happened over there. Is it going to be a free in or a throw in? It's a free out actually to Loughrea. Not quite sure what happened there, but there's a free to Loughrea, and this will be the first real starting point of this particular game. We almost 1 minute gone here, 1 point to or no score in this particular game as of yet, as Jamie Ryan gets ready to take the free from his own 65 metre line. Jamie Ryan has been particularly effective for Loughrea in this championship, scored 5 points last week. As he gets ready to stand over this free, the man wearing number 14, Jamie Ryan, takes the free for Loughrea. He drives it in towards the full forward line, up they go forward, brilliantly taken out of the air by Phelan McCann, the fullback. He wins that first duel there, gets the ball out the field to Shane Bannon. He just spins his man, and Shane Bannon goes away from the midfielder Kieran Hanrahan. He's still going forward, Irene Hanrahan I should say. Shane Bannon now, the man who captained Clarinbridge into last year's county final, can't catch the ball. He plays it off the hurl inside towards Mark Kennedy. It goes over towards the sideline, but that one goes out over the line on the far side of the field, and that's going to be a line ball over there, and the line ball is to Loughrea.
Yeah, it's interesting already that Keane Salmon seems to be playing out wing forward. They're playing with a 2-man full forward line. I suppose it's the modern thing, but again, the man-to-man marking, they're going to be dragged all over the place. Johnny Cohen seems to be picking up TJ Brennan, which you'd expect. Yeah, and as we see, this is a sideline cut to Shane Morgan over on the far side of the field. Morgan takes that. It's a good long ball by Shane Morgan. As that ball breaks in there, I think Shane Bannon might be picking up Jamie Ryan as well. It's something we anticipated prior to the start of the game. Jamie Ryan is on the ball now. He's going through the heart of the Clarinbridge defence. Jamie Ryan's on the 20 metre line. He's got Joe Mooney inside him. Tries to hand pass. That's a hard challenge. That's surely a free in. The referee, it's surely a free in. A late challenge there by Phelan McCann, and that's going to be a free in, and I'd say a yellow card as well for Phelan McCann for that late challenge on Jamie Ryan. Yeah, he made a great run, gave a great hand pass across, and it was intercepted. Actually, in fact, Clarinbridge are going to clear the ball, but it's going to be probably a yellow card and probably a free in, even though he doesn't seem to be given a yellow card. Yeah,
it was a long run by the wing forward Jamie Ryan. He soloed through, and he was hit very late by Phelan McCann. He gave the hand pass off towards Joseph Mooney. The pass went astray, but that doesn't detect from the problem that Jamie Ryan is on the ground after getting a hard hit there. Conor Quinlan speaking to the umpires.
He'll be all right. Like Jamie did the same last weekend. He made great runs, very, very, has the pace, and this guy, he's probably a player that no, he's okay.
Jamie's okay. I think Phelan McCann is about to pick up the yellow card. Phelan, or the referee, Conor Quinlan speaking to him. I think it's Phelan McCann. It is Phelan McCann, is it? Yeah. Wearing number 3. Yeah, picks up that yellow card, the first of the day, an early one to pick up, but he can't have any excuses. He fouled Jamie Ryan very late as Neil Keary stands over the free. Neil Keary has had a serious campaign for the Loughrea men. A chance for him now to open his account for the day. He scored 1 goal and 46 points in the championship so far, as he gets ready to take this free for his side. And Neil Keary makes no mistake. It's the first score of the game, and Neil Keary is the man who puts it over the bar. And a good start for Loughrea. They lead by a point to no score, but I suppose we saw the value of Jamie Ryan to this team, the way he was able to come through the heart of that Clarinbridge defence to set up that score.
Yeah, and he's probably a lad that Henry Sheriff will be looking at. He was in the panel before, but definitely if they get him back to the right form, he has that pace and acceleration, good enough hurler.
Aaron Minden takes the puck out. He goes to this side of the field. Tiernan Killeen puts up the hand. It breaks though in towards Killeen again as he tries to pick it up. Arvin Nyland though goes down there for Clarinbridge. Patrick Foley is also there, and it's Foley who comes away with it from the midfield. He's back in action, Foley, over the last couple of games. Good ball inside to Mark Kennedy. Kennedy's out in front of his man, tries to touch the ball into his hand. He can't do so. He's under pressure, and it's Jamie Ryan who picks it up, and he's hit hard again by Evan Nyland this time. And Jamie Ryan has been the victim of 2 hard tackles in the early stages, sir.
Yeah, well, I know he's a target man as well, but he's a very, very good player. But he's all right. That was just a rattle. He's okay. He's hopped up again. Jamie's made a good stuff. Like he's started very well, and so have Loughrea. Like there's nearly 5 minutes gone. They're a point up, and the Clarinbridge have kind of haven't got into the flow at all yet.
I think Evan is about to pick up a yellow card as well. So 2 yellow cards for 2 fouls on Jamie Ryan. As we've just a few minutes gone in this game. That's 2 yellow cards already picked up inside the opening 4.5 minutes for the Clarinbridge men. As it's going to be a free out, and the free out is to Loughrea, and it'll be taken by Shane Morgan wearing the number 2 jersey. Sprays the ball across the field towards Dylan Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy up the right hand, catches the ball, sprays it across the field towards Anthony Burns. The ball is going to break into Burns. He's got a runner inside him if he can pick the ball up, but he's under serious pressure there, and eventually the Clarinbridge men have him, and Clarinbridge come away with the ball, and eventually he's out towards Shane Ryan. Shane Ryan gets a shoulder there, goes down to the ground. It's a free out, and the free out is to Clarinbridge, and a chance for the Clarinbridge men to relieve some of the pressure. Evan Island was thinking of coming up, but Shane Ryan takes a quick one in towards Niall Armstrong. He plays the ball out in front of him. Armstrong came on to good effect the last day against Tommy Larkins, got 3 points the last day. He goes inside his man, takes on Paul Hooban, goes inside Kieran Hanrahan, decides to go for the score. Niall Armstrong high in towards the goals, but this one has it gone over the bar? It has. That's a good score by Niall Armstrong. He'll be happy with that. And Cyril, you were over the Tommy Larkins team last week. He came on at half time, scored 3 points, was very effective, and has started well again today.
Yeah, he played very well the last. He probably played himself on the team really, so that was great score.
Good score, 1 point apiece. The goalkeeper takes the puck out. He goes to this side of the field. Anthony Burns goes up. Dylan Shaughnessy goes up. The ball breaks in the middle of the field, and Brian Keary tries to pick it up. Brian Keary coming away now from the half back line for Loughrea. His pocket is picked there. Maybe his hand was fouled as Johnny Cohen goes onto the ball. Johnny Cohen sprays the ball across the field. Up goes Christy Bannon for it. The ball breaks off Bannon into the path of Neil Keary. Keary trying to pick it up, as is another Loughrea man there. That's Joseph Mooney, but eventually it's Clarinbridge who repelled that situation. But it's very difficult to hurl out there as the ball breaks into the path of Jamie Ryan. Ryan takes on his man. Ryan is soloing forward now. Ryan is bearing down on the goal. He's on the 20-metre line. Great defending by Oisin Salmon. He just pulled the ball away from Jamie Ryan and got it at the right time out to Shane Bannon. Shane Bannon does well to get the ball out to Conor Lee. Conor Lee comes inside his man. Conor Lee tries to hand pass the ball off towards Shane Bannon. He does so successfully. Bannon drops the ball though under pressure from Neil Keary there. 1 point apiece. 6 minutes gone here. The ball is on the ground quite a lot in this game, and the conditions are very, very difficult for both sets of players as they try manfully to win possession here. It's picked up by Shane Ryan, but he picks it into the pocket of Joseph Mooney. Mooney has it now. Mooney goes back the field, and that's going to be a free, and the free is to Loughrea, and a chance here for them to go 2 points to 1 in front. But the conditions are very hard to out there for both teams, aren't they?
The ground conditions are very bad, even up the middle now. Like you can see a big kind of a black streak up the centre. It isn't the 2 pitches fault. It's just where we're in the middle of the winter, and like you have those conditions. And this is another free here for Niall Keary, well within his compass. That ball, I suppose, it could have gone either way really, but it was tit for tat. Loughrea were quite happy going into the 7th minute, and this should be giving them their 2nd point against the strong breeze. But there's not very little ball. There's no play at all yet actually in the match really. Like it's stop start. Like it's hard to pick up, I suppose, especially after kind of a good first game. It can often be very hard to follow with a good game.
Here comes Neil Keary with the free. 7 minutes gone. The sides level a point apiece. Keary bends, lifts, strikes, puts the shuttle between the posts. He's got his 2 frees, and he's pointed the 2 of them so far for Loughrea. They lead by 2 points to 1. They'll be happy enough for the start. They're playing against the wind, but they lead by 2 points to 1 as Aaron Bindon takes the puck out for Clarinbridge. He goes over towards the far side of the field looking for TJ Brennan at centre forward. Brennan breaks the ball down towards Gavin Lee. Gavin Lee tries to pick it up, but it's kicked away by a Loughrea defender out there, and Evan Island goes down there for Clarinbridge, and Island tries to survey his options before looking up the field, but he's blocked down superbly over there by the Loughrea men, and the ball breaks though into the path of Conor Lee. Lee goes down, and the ball under serious pressure from a Loughrea player over there, and eventually it's picked up over on the far side of the field. It's Hanrahan going forward for Loughrea. The ball is flicked forward towards Dylan Shaughnessy. Dylan Shaughnessy is on the ball. He tries to get it through towards Mark McManus, but it goes out over the line. But the line ball is on the far side of the field, and the line ball is to Loughrea, and Dylan Shaughnessy is showing interest in this one, but Jamie Ryan is also tottering over towards the sideline to take this one, and Jamie Ryan has the ball in his possession. 2 points to 1. The early stages of the game. Almost 8 minutes gone here. No real discernible pattern to the game as of yet, but conditions extremely difficult for both teams.
Well,
we can tell you that Clarinbridge are playing with the wind advantage, but it's Loughrea who have probably dominated somewhat the possession stakes.
Great ball
again by Jamie Ryan in towards the goals, but this one's going to carry. Is it? It's not. It's kept in play by Joseph Mooney. Breaks it into the path of Mark McManus. McManus is under pressure there. Shane Ryan tries to pick it away from him. He does so successfully into the path of Christy Bannon. Bannon off to Keane Salmon, and Keane Salmon has cleared that ball down the field, but it's a free for Christy Bannon and for Clarinbridge, and a chance for them to clear their lines here. 2 points to 1, 8.5 minutes played, sir.
Yeah, the Bridge find it very hard now. Most conditions are bad for them. Well, they're bad for both teams, but they just haven't kind of really got into the rhythm of the game yet, and like Loughrea are actually taking the game to them even against the breeze.
Yeah, here's the free out, and the free out is going to taken quickly by Shane Ryan. He goes back the field to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is Aaron Bindon. He has the shitter in his hand, and he decides to drive it as far down the field as he possibly can as it goes long in there towards the Loughrea defence, and it's a free in. The foul there on TJ Brennan. He claims his hand has been pulled there by, I think it was Johnny Cohen, and that's going to be a free in, and this is going to be the equaliser, you would think, from Evan Island in front of the goals.
Yeah, well, he should, like, knowing him, he'll tap it over.
Evan Nyland makes no mistake, 2 points apiece. We have reached the 9th minute of this game, and that's Evan's first score of the day from the place ball. Size level, as I said, 2 points apiece.
No real flow to it yet. Now it's hard to play though, to be fair, like there's a turbo breeze out there and it's kind of gone cold and miserable.
Garage Loughrea tries to ping the ball out towards Oisin Kyle, but Oisin Kyle can't control it. He loses possession. Picked up by Mark Kennedy. Kennedy tries to play the ball across the goals, but it's picked up by Oisin Kyle again. Kyle, wearing number 7 for Loughrea, soloing out of defence after Tiernan Killeen, and Killeen decides to drive that ball down the field in towards Joseph Mooney. Mooney and the full-back McCann battling for possession. The ball goes out of the line. That's a Clarinbridge line ball on the far side of the field, but even the crowd seem a bit subdued as well at the start of this game.
Well, you see, that'll happen coming the second game. The other one was a rousing game now. I know that Thomas has won well in the end by 10 points, but there wasn't really 10 points in it. And, Thomas laid down the marker no matter which of these get through. They both want to get through, but Thomas, they're still going to be favourites. And until someone beats them, I suppose, now they will be favourites. But this game hasn't really taken off. Now, the conditions are tough. An odd shower coming and going, but there's a strong old breeze going down the pitch. And it is wintry out there. You're doing well to keep your hands warm.
Yeah, Sean Kilduff's sideline cut went straight out over the line, and that means it's a line ball to Jamie Ryan and to Loughrea. But I suppose for both teams, it's just about getting over the line and getting to the final. That's all they'll be mattered about. Yeah,
that's the big thing. It's a big like Clarinbridge will want to get there after last year. Another great ball by Jamie Ryan.
Jamie Ryan launched that ball in towards the square. Joseph Mooney puts up the hand. He has it in his hand. Has he? Hasn't. It's won superbly again by Phelan McCann. That's 2 he's taken out of the air. And he clears that ball down the field. But it's Kieran Hanrahan who has it now for Loughrea. He kicks the ball forward towards the brother. The brother is Ian Hanrahan. He's on the ball. He comes inside his man. He's the team captain. Ian Hanrahan soloing forward now. He's on the 14-metre line. He's going to tap that ball over the bar. He does tap it over the bar. Good score by Ian Hanrahan. It's a 3rd point for Loughrea. It's their first from play. He'll be happy with that. 3 points to 2.
Yeah, playing very well. They're very busy, these boys. The Hanrahans are flying around the place. That's a good score to get anywhere. It gives puts them out a point ahead.
3 points to 2. Aaron Bindon takes the puck out. He goes long with that one, looking for Aaron Nyland. Up they go forward. The ball breaks off Keane Salmon into the path of the man who scored the last point. That's Ian Hanrahan. Hanrahan trying to get away from Gavin Lee. He does so successfully. Gets the ball off to Oisin Coyle. Coyle soloing forward now, but he's under pressure from TJ Brennan over there. Oisin Coyle's hand was surely pulled there. The referee says he's overcarried it though, and that's going to be a free. And I think TJ probably just caught his hand just as he was about to release possession, but he gets away with it. It's a free into Clarinbridge.
Salmon got hit in a tackle and kind of held his hand there. Look, like it's a hard one against Loughrea, but look, that's the way it goes.
Yeah, 3 points to 2. It's a free, and the free will be taken by Evan Nyland. I see his brother Aaron has gone out there beside him as well. He scored 112 in the county minor final yesterday, or 111 was it? On a day when Oranmore Mary took the title, but Clarinbridge will no doubt be back and have had plenty of success at minor level, winning 7 titles in the past. But they'll be worried now about the senior game, and this senior game sees Evan Nyland standing over the free. 12 minutes played here, a chance for him to equalise the ball game again. Evan Nyland makes no mistake. He puts it straight and through and over the bar, and that means it's 3 points apiece. The sides are level for the 3rd time here at 3 points apiece. 12 minutes gone, sir.
12 minutes, yeah, but you'd have to say Loughrea will be the happier team. They're playing against a strong breeze, and you know, if anything, like they're taking the game more to Clarinbridge rather than Clarinbridge taking it to them.
Garage Loughrea takes the puck out. He's taking his time with it as well, of course. He's against a big win there, showing his experience here, as that ball is won by Patrick Foley in the middle of the field. Patrick Foley tries to come away from 2 or 3 Loughrea in there, but he's sniped away and he loses possession. Jamie Ryan picks it off him. Jamie Ryan is busy as this game. Jamie Ryan is still soling forward. He's got a man inside him. He's got Joe Mooney inside him. If he passes him, he flicks the ball beautifully to Mooney. Mooney bearing down a goal. Mooney goes across the goal, a shot. It's saved by the goalkeeper, and Mark McManus flicked it towards the goals, and I think it's gone out for a 65. Or did it come off? McManus, I think. Or did Mark McManus miss it? I thought he might have flicked it, but I think it's 65.
Yeah. Again, Jamie Ryan is cutting through the middle. It's hard to know who's on him, but it doesn't matter who's on him. He's exposed them. He's going right through the middle, give a lovely ball there to Mooney, was it? And took a good shot and it wound up being saved.
Yeah, saved by the goalkeeper.
Clarinbridge are lucky, these lads.
It came out towards Mark McManus, but I think it's gone out for a 65. And the 65 is to Neil Keary, but it's 3 points apiece. 13 minutes played, but as you said, sir, that's I think the 3rd time that Jamie Ryan now has cut through the heart of that Clarinbridge defence, and I'm sure it's something that Clarinbridge will need to look at, because he's going through the heart of that defence, and sooner or later it will lead to a goal.
Yeah, like he gave the great pass. I thought he might have gone to dummy again and kind of keep going, because he likes doing that, but like he's really causing trouble already. And you know, as I said earlier on, like Henry will probably be looking at this fella, because he's at the latter end of the championship now. He's really kind of shining at the moment, like, and a great run by him. Good hurler. Usually would be on the freeze. Sometimes Loughrea, but John Carey's taking them so well. You can't be taking them off them. That's the way it goes. So he's on the 65 now. Carey, it's another, 3 points each. 13, nearly 14 minutes gone. And as you remarked there, Garage Loughrea getting wiser and getting cuter in goals, taking his time in the puck out, like, you know, and like there is a strong breeze.
I see mentors from both sides. I see Fergal Hegarty going out there, the Clarinbridge trainer. I see Greg Kennedy going out to speak to Paul Hooban as well, I think. So they're getting a chance to say what they need to say to their respective players on their teams. But it's 3 points apiece, 14 minutes played, and it's a 65-metre free to Neil Keary. It's against the wind. It's a difficult free against the wind. Ordinarily, you'd be saying he'd put it over the bar, but against that wind, it's tricky, sir.
It is, but he's good at them now, and he's playing with confidence. The two Kerrys are having a great campaign. I've seen them all this year, and both of them are playing very, very well.
Yeah, here's the free to Neil Keary from the 65-metre free line. Neil Keary drives that ball high in towards the goals, but I think it's going to tail off. It is going to tail off, and I think that's the first wide of the game.
Yeah.
We have almost 15 minutes played here, 14 and a half minutes played here. That's 3 points apiece as the quick puck out is taken towards Shane Ryan, and Shane Ryan decides to go along with that one in towards Mark Kennedy in the full forward line. Kennedy tries to break the ball down, but it's into the path of the cornerback. That's Shane Morgan. Morgan does well to give it off to Oisin Coyle. Coyle throws the ball up the field towards Neil Keary in space. Keary lets the ball go over his head, and eventually he goes down on the ball and runs onto it. Keary comes inside his man. Neil Keary is soloing forward now for Loughrea. Neil Keary takes on Christy Bannon. He's still going forward. He plays the ball off, does he? He doesn't. He goes for the score himself. That's a superb score by Neil Keary. He puts it over the bar, or did he play it off the hurl? The Clarinbridge men are trying to say, but it's gone over the bar. 4 points to 3.
I'd say it's. I think it could be a free out. I think it could be a free out.
I think he might have caught it 3 times, did he?
Connor didn't seem to blow the whistle.
I thought he was going to play the ball off to Joseph Mooney, in fairness.
He
didn't do so, and he caught it in his hand, so it's a free out, but it was a fantastic score, but it doesn't count. It's 3 points apiece. Yeah, scoreboard might say 4-3, but it's still 3 points apiece.
He actually caught it 3 times, touched it 3 times, so like it's, the ref, he didn't blow the whistle that loud anyway, no one stopped, so it is 3-all rather than 4-3.
Yeah, they've been level 3 times here, still says 4-3 on the scoreboard. That ball goes long in towards Mark Kennedy. Kennedy is on the ball now for Clarinbridge. He goes inside his man. Mark Kennedy looked to put Clarinbridge in front for the first time in the game. Kennedy high in towards the goals, it comes off the post, it goes over the bar, and that's Clarinbridge's 4th point, and that means they lead now by 4 points to 3.
Yeah, and the scoreboard is wrong here now, you see, and people are going to get confused. That last one wasn't counted for Loughrea, so it's 4-3. Mark Kennedy showed a lovely dummy. This guy is a good hurler. Give him space, he'll hurt you.
Yeah, 16 minutes played here. It's 4 points to 3. That last point, as we said, for Loughrea didn't count. It was a free out to Clarinbridge. A point for Mark Kennedy as Garage Loughnane takes the puck out. He goes over towards the far side of the field. Up they go for it. Jamie Ryan tries to win it for Loughrea. He's been helped out by Oisin Coyle over there, and Tiernan Killeen as the Clarinbridge men engulf a couple of Loughrea lads over on the far side of the field. The ball breaks into the path of Evan Island. Patrick Foley is also there. Foley's on the ball. Foley takes on his man, goes past his man, and it's Foley still going forward now for Clarinbridge. He's fouled. That's going to be a free, and the free is to Clarinbridge over on the far side of the field, and the free is to Evan Island. Yeah, 16 and a half minutes
Foley
played
is
here.
starting well. He's a strong, forceful midfield player. Has plenty of pace. He's carrying the ball. He's one player that's kind of on top at the moment for Clarinbridge.
He's playing well. A chance here for Evan Island to put Clarinbridge 2 points to the good. It's 4-3 to Clarinbridge. 16 minutes gone here in this game. A chance here for him to put his side 5 points to 3 in front from this free. He will be wind-aided as Evan Island takes this free for Clarinbridge. Evan Island drives the shitter high in towards the goals, and has he got the distance? He has. He's got the accuracy as well. That means it's 5 points to 3, and Evan Island is the man who puts it over the bar. That's 3 frees for him as the umpire rather nonchalantly goes over to pick up the flag. Takes his time going over, but it's gone over the bar, sir.
Yeah, it is a very good free. He's so good at him, like even the full forward line for Clarinbridge didn't move in, like, but like you'd imagine someone had been around the square in case it dropped sharp. It's a good score. Yeah, the last 3 points have come from Clarinbridge. Of course, they're aided by that wind advantage as Neil Keary tries to pick up the ball under pressure from Christy Bannon over on the far side of the field. Bannon does well to go down on the ball for Clarinbridge. He tries to come up from the defence, but he loses possession. Picked up by Joe Mooney. He's got Tiernan Killeen running offside him. Killeen is on the ball now for Loughrea. Killeen makes the chance to go for a score. Tiernan Killeen high, and Tiernan Killeen over the bar. It's his first score of the day. He puts it over the bar, and Tiernan Killeen and Ian Hanrahan, the two men who started in the middle of the field for Loughrea, they've got scores. That ball is put quickly out to Shane Bannon. Bannon is on the ball now for Clarinbridge. His side 1 point in arrears. It's a poor pass though. It goes straight into the path of Anthony Burns. Burns has time to come up the field. He loses possession though. Eventually he comes inside his man though, and he's soloing forward. He's bearing down on goal. Anthony Burns is still going forward now for Loughrea. Burns goes low. A great save by the goalkeeper. A good save by the goalkeeper, Aaron Bindon. It goes out for a 65, and when Anthony Burns lost possession, he was able to go back and pick it up, and it started to change direction for him, and all of a sudden he found himself bearing down on goal. Loughrea have had 2 or 3 goal chances. They haven't taken any of them as of yet because Aaron Bindon has made 2 fantastic saves for Clarinbridge. Great save like by Bindon, but like again the Loughrea forwards like there, kind of cutting through. Burns cutting through. Jamie Ryan, Burns, these guys seem to have the pace on the Clarinbridge backs. Anytime they go at them, like they're kind of going down the middle, and they've created already 2 or 3 great goal chances. To be fair to Bindon, he's brought off great saves. Another one there, but the Loughrea are unlucky not to go. Well, I suppose first of all, here's a quick one coming now.
Yeah, quick one taken by Neil Keary across the field towards Tiernan Killeen, who made the run. Clarinbridge were asleep for that one. It's on the 45-metre line. Tiernan Killeen has time to go for score. Killeen high in towards the goals, and Killeen makes no mistake. Good response from Tiernan Killeen. 2 good scores. Suddenly the sides are level, sir. 5 points apiece.
Yeah, that was kind of Clarinbridge went to sleep. Here's a quick puck out.
Quick puck out again up towards TJ Brennan, but it's won by the Loughrea men, as that ball is won in the middle of the field by Loughrea, but it's broken into the path of Evan Nyland. Nyland now under pressure from Ian Hanrahan there, but he makes the space to go away from Kieran Hanrahan, I should say. Evan Nyland high in towards the goal. That's a great score by Evan Nyland. His first in play, his 4th of the day. He'll be happy with that one. All of a sudden it's 6 points to 5. I can tell you that Turin have beaten St. Gabriel's as well in the Connacht Intermediate hurling semi-final. That means it'll be Turin versus Calimer in 2 weeks' time in that final, which will be an interesting game. But it's a great score from Tiernan Killeen. Got 2 originally for Loughrea, but Nyland has responded with a good one for Clarinbridge.
It's a great score, but and a great point. Loughrea still well in it, and they're only a point down, playing against strong breeze. Here's Johnny Cohen.
Johnny Cohen coming up the field. He's got 2 goals in the championship so far for Clarinbridge, or for Loughrea, I should say. It's intercepted by the Clarinbridge man there, and it's Shane Ryan bursting forward. Shane Ryan is going to go for score. He's fouled though, and that's going to be a free in, and a free in here for Clarinbridge, and a chance for them to extend out into a 2-point lead again. But in fairness, the hurling has improved somewhat in the last 5 or 10 minutes.
It has opened up, and that Shane Ryan there, just looking at him there in the county panel last year, he's an attacking wing back. He likes to go forward. Next time when he got onto that ball, made a burst, he was going right through the middle, gone down the centre, had to be fouled, but he'll probably find it'll be still a score, because Nyland's within his range, straight in front of the goal, is 45 yards out of that, and he's well popping this over again to give Clarinbridge a 2-point lead. It's not much though, with the way the Storm is. Like Loughrea are playing quite well, and they're actually taking the game to Clarinbridge. Here comes Evan Nyland with the free for Clarinbridge. He puts it over the bar, and all of a sudden Evan Nyland, who had 73 points in the championship coming into this game, he's now added 5 more to his tally so far. 4 of those have been frees, 1 from play, and all of a sudden it's Clarinbridge 7 points, Loughrea 5 points, as the goalkeeper Garage Loughnane gets ready to take the puck out. He goes long with that one again as far as he can put it up the field. Tiernan Killeen goes up. He's having a fine game. He's caught that one out of the air. He's got 2 points, and he wins that ball in the middle of the field. He's playing with confidence. He gets the ball inside towards Joseph Mooney. Himself and McCann having a right battle in there. McCann has done well at full back for Clarinbridge, it must be said, and he pulls in that ball, tries to get it away, but Neil Keary intercepts though, and Neil Keary has lost possession, has he, to the Clarinbridge man, and it's Conor Lee who's coming out for Clarinbridge. He goes back the field towards the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is Aaron Bindon. 7 points to 5 as that ball is won by Bindon. Poor puck out by Bindon. It's intercepted by Neil Keary. Keary's on the 14-metre line. He's got options across the field. If he can pick one of them out, he can pick out Dylan Shaughnessy, and Dylan Shaughnessy nonchalantly puts the sliotar between the posts. His uncle Nigel was training Clarinbridge last year, but of course it's Dylan is playing for Loughrea. He puts it over the bar. 7 points to 6, and I suppose it's an unforced error in many ways, because Aaron Bindon will be disappointed not to clear that one down the field. Yeah, well, you see, it's not the weather for that kind of, that dangerous kind of a sharp pass near the goal. 7 points to 6. The puck out is taken by Aaron Bindon. This time he goes long and breaks inside towards Niall Armstrong. Niall Armstrong, as he fouled, he had runners inside him. One of them was Mark Kennedy. Kennedy bearing down a goal. Kennedy shot. A good save by the goalkeeper. Comes out to Salmon, pulls it. Saved by Loughnane again. But the referee has adjudged it's going to be a free in. And in fairness, we've seen some top class shots stopping from both goalkeepers in this game. It's a free in to Clarinbridge. A chance for them to go 2 in front again. Yeah, great stop by Loughnane, Garage Loughnane, but a board straight on. But the ref, to be fair, given advantage to Clarinbridge, they were fouled first going in. He gave them a chance to get the goal. Great save. And the point is better than he did at 3 points. This should put the bridge back up again to 2 points, because Nyland will tap this over. Yeah, Evan Nyland, 22 minutes almost played here, looking for point number 6 in this game. This is a county semi-final, sponsored by Brooks, of course. 7 points to 6 has now changed to 8 points to 6, because Evan Nyland has pointed for the 6th time. 5 frees and 1 from play, and it's a puck out for Garage Loughnane. We have 22 minutes played here, as Loughnane gets ready to take the puck out for Loughrea. The Clarinbridge supporters urging him to take the puck out. We can hear them shouting here, come on, they're saying, but he's taking his time, and why wouldn't he? Long puck out there towards Dylan Shaughnessy. He breaks into the path of Gavin Lee and Tiernan Killeen, 2 guys, of course, who couldn't play for the Galway under-20s this year, both wearing number 12 there. As that ball goes launched in towards the full forward line, it breaks out into the path of Shane Morgan. Morgan trying to take on his man. He loses possession. It's picked up by Paul Houben. Paul Houben comes inside his man, the vastly experienced fullback, gets it out to Jamie Ryan. Jamie Ryan dodges inside his man, plays the ball off again to Hanrahan moving up the field, and that ball is launched in towards Joseph Mooney. Mooney's out in front of his man, Phelan McCann. The ball breaks inside both players. Mooney doesn't have a hurl now with him, but McCann does have the hurl, and McCann picks it up, and McCann comes away from that full back line and clears the ball down the field, looking for TJ Brennan. Brennan and Johnny Cohen battling for possession over there. It's won by the more experienced player. That's Johnny Cohen coming out from defence. As I said, he scored 2 goals in the championship for Loughrea this year. His brother Inda, who I see down in the crowd here, scored a vital goal in the 2006 county final, of course, that Loughrea won. As this is going to be a line ball over on the far side of the field, and the line ball is to Clarinbridge, and Mark Kennedy is showing interest in this one, sir. Yeah, another lovely hurler, lovely sticks hurlers. A lot of very good natural hurlers on the Galway scene at the moment, and this is beautiful in motion. Like, you have to mark him tight, because if he gets a bit of space at all, he's very good at them. He'll fancy himself here. He's quick one.
Yeah, he's had a serious campaign. He scored 3 goals and 23 points in the championship for Clarinbridge this year. After the team captain, that's TJ Brennan goes for a score from out the field, and TJ will be disappointed with that one. That one goes wide from TJ Brennan's perspective.
Yeah, there's a lot
first
of
wide for Clarinbridge, by the way.
There's a lot of the donkey work up there. That's what he's there for, really. I'd say, to kind of to spread it out to kind of the more natural, nice forwards. Like he's a very good backsman as well.
Yeah, he sure is. A man who won a Fitzgibbon medal with the University of Limerick this year when they defeated NUIG in that final. That ball goes long up towards Anthony Burns and Shane Ryan. The ball breaks in the middle of the field to Sean Kilduff. Kilduff across the field to Patrick Foley. He comes inside his man. Patrick Foley strolling forward now. Patrick Foley gets a lovely ball inside to Oisin Salmon. It breaks though into the path of Mark Kennedy and Paul Hooban. Who's going to win it? It's going to be won by Hooban, and Hooban is a good experienced fullback and he's doing well there. Gets the ball across the field towards Dylan Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy can let that ball go over his head and run onto it, and Dylan Shaughnessy does just that. Lets the ball, a beautiful ball into Mark McManus. The first time we've seen McManus in this game. He's been picked up by Shane Bannon over there. Mark McManus sprays the ball right across the field towards Dylan Shaughnessy. Good touch by Shaughnessy, but Clarinbridge have numbers there, and one of those that picks it up is Sean Kilduff. Kilduff out towards Evan Nyland in the middle of the field. Nyland is under pressure there. The ball breaks though into the path of Ian Hanrahan. He loses possession though, and eventually Sean Kilduff will try and go down it under pressure over there. That's going to be a foul there by Ian Hanrahan on the Clarinbridge man. That's going to be a free out. 8 points to 6, 25 minutes played. I suppose 5 minutes to go to half time, sir. It's an important time in the game. Clarinbridge with the wind. I'm sure they'll be hoping to add on a couple of more points prior to the interval.
Yeah, yes, I'd imagine they'd want to, like, really, because that breeze is strong, like, you know, and Loughrea come out. They'll be happy at the moment. What's it, 24, 25 gone? They're only two points down, and if anything, to have as much play as Clarinbridge have. This will be another chance for Nyland now. He's a long way out, but like he's well capable of getting it.
Yeah, Evan Island is a long way from the goals. He's between his 45 and 65 metre line, but he's aided by a huge wind in this first half. 8 points to 6 as we see Loughrea man. That's Tiernan Killeen picking up some running repairs there from the Loughrea medical team. I'd say he's okay. He's got 2 points, playing well in the middle of the field for his side.
Yeah, good hurler, like, you know, doing a lot of the work. Himself and Foley are kind of 2 young, kind of coming hurlers, really, like plenty of energy.
Evan Island has already got 6 points, 5 frees and 1 from play out of Clarinbridge's 8 points tally. Nyland will take the free for his side here. A chance for them possibly to stretch 3 points in front. Evan Island will definitely have the distance. Has he got the accuracy? Evan Island high and Evan Island over the bar. Yeah. Point number 7 for Evan Island, and he has the distance. And at this level of the game, particularly with the way the conditions are, sir, free takers of the magnitude of Evan Island are crucial, and we've seen Conor Cooney's obviously in the county final as well, that those type of free takers are crucial in any team.
You have to have them, really, because they're nailing all them kind of, not alone the near ones and easy, but they're nailing the hard ones as well.
9 points to 6, won by Connerly. The ball breaks towards Patrick Foley. Foley is on the ball again. He loses possession, now picked up by Ian Hanrahan. Ian Hanrahan gets the ball back to Oisin Coyle. There's an advantage here to the Loughrea men. The ball goes back to Kieran Hanrahan, and that's going to be a free out, and a free out to the men of Loughrea. Clarinbridge have got 4 out of the last 5 points in this game to go 9 points to 6 in front, as Jamie Ryan looks at this free. He'll probably look for a runner here. Mark McManus has made the run. Joseph Mooney now finds himself in at the edge of the square, and that's what Jamie Ryan does, launches it in towards the edge of the square there. Probably goes a bit too far from his liking. It comes off the post, it's in the back of the net. It's a goal into the back of the net. Mark McManus is the man who puts it in the net. I'm not quite sure it was Aaron Bindon trying to let the ball off, but it came back off the crossbar into the path of Mark McManus. He buries it in the back of the net. 1-9 to 6 or 1-6 to 9 points. That's a crucial score, size level.
Crucial score for Loughrea, just to get ahead 4 minutes before half time. So it's a big one, really.
Mark McManus, one of the stars of the championship for Loughrea. He has now got a goal in this particular game, and it's 1 goal and 6 points and 9 points as Tiernan Killeen picks it up in the middle of the field. McManus had scored 118 prior to today's game. He's now added a goal to that, so 218 for the championship so far for Mark McManus, all from play. He'll be happy with that contribution, but I'm sure he'll be happier if Loughrea could win this game. As that ball breaks out to Evan Nyland. Nyland across the field to Patrick Foley. Foley goes long with that one in towards Keane Salmon, but it's won by Paul Hooban at full back for Loughrea, and Paul Hooban surveys his options before spraying the ball across the field. I think it's got out over the line on the far side of the field. It's not, because it's stopped dead in the ground. It gets the ball out towards the two Bannons combined to get the ball off towards Conor Lee. Conor Lee coming away from the wing back position. Conor Lee across the field to Sean Kilduff, and Sean Kilduff gets that ball long in towards Mark Kennedy. Kennedy breaks the ball into the path of TJ Brennan. Brennan going forward now for Clarinbridge. Brennan high. Brennan, he went for the goal again. He should have tapped it over the bar, and the ball breaks into the path of Paul Hooban. Paul Hooban gets the ball across the field to Johnny Cohn, and Johnny Cohn is coming away now for Loughrea from the centre half back position. Goes out towards the sideline over there, and Johnny Cohn goes long towards Mark McManus. McManus puts out the hand. He has the ball in his hand, but breaks off it, and it goes out over the line on the far side of the field, and that line ball is to Clarinbridge. Probably TJ should have gone on, put it over the bar.
Yeah, well, of course, he got a bit of rush of blood to his head. He was a long way out, like, and he trying to go for a goal from there. But like that last goal, I was just kind of remarking here that McManus had been quite to his standards this year so far. That's the only ball he kind of touched, but he was there to flick it into the net. Like, you know, again, you can't beat having lads in around the square, because the ball breaks wrong there. You have to be, if you're out too far from goal, you won't get it. It puts Loughrea in the driving seat. Yeah,
the sides have been levelled up 5 points, 5 times in this first half. One by Tiernan Killeen from the sideline off to Jamie Ryan. Jamie Ryan soloing forward now. Jamie Ryan flicks the ball over the head of the Clarinbridge. Clarinbridge have numbers back. Gavin Lee goes down on the ball, and Gavin Lee, wearing number 12, gets the ball out towards Patrick Foley. Patrick Foley comes inside his man, and Patrick Foley solos forward for Clarinbridge. He gets the ball off towards Evan Island. Island from the middle of the field is going to go for a score, looking for another point. Evan Island high in towards the goals, and Evan Island makes no mistake. That's 8 points he's got, 2 from play and 6 from frees, and you can't give him space like that because he'll punish you all day.
Great.
10 points to 1-6.
Great play by Nine, but you'd have to say as well that Tiernan Killeen midfield is having a colossal game, winning a lot of the hard ball. Here's Paul Hooban.
Paul Hooban for Loughrea comes out with that ball, plays the ball across the field towards Hanrahan over there. That's Kieran Hanrahan. Looks towards Martin McManus. McManus puts out the hurl, plays the ball off the ground. McManus has made the space, tries to get away from Shane Bannon. Shane Bannon stands him up, and McManus goes inside. Shane Bannon flicks the ball off to Joseph Mooney. Mooney hand passes the ball off towards Anthony Burns. Burns is going to go for a score from a standing position. Burns high, and Anthony Burns over the bar. Good score by Anthony Burns. He was very good against Turlockmore last week, and he gets a point. He'll be happy with that. Level again. 1-7 to 10 points. Level for the 6th time in this game, sir.
Yeah, like it's nearly time up. Say Ordinary time would be a couple of minutes injury time, and Loughrea will be the happier of the two going in at half time.
1-7 to 10 points. The ball breaks into the path of Niall Armstrong. Niall Armstrong is on the ball now for Clarinbridge. Flicks the ball back towards TJ Brennan. Brennan, will he go for a score this time from player? Brennan high in towards the goals. It has got the distance. It hasn't actually. It's caught by the goalkeeper, Garage Loughnane. There'll be 3 minutes additional time. Loughnane across to Shane Morgan. Morgan with a beautiful pass across to Kieran Hanrahan. Hanrahan solos out now from the corner back position, and then decides to go long in towards Joseph Mooney. Mooney and McCann are having a serious battle over the bar. Won by McCann over the bar, and in fairness to them, they're having a right good battle, the two of them over there, McCann and Mooney.
Yeah, they are, yeah. You know, like Mooney is strong. McCann is a new guy in the block, but he's having a right good season for Clarinbridge. He'll make that full back position his own, the way he's going.
Yeah, that's a line ball, and Jamie Ryan is taking his time coming up to it. Of course, we're into the additional time. There's going to be 3 minutes of it. We have about 20 seconds of that played here as we come up towards half time in the second of the Galway Senior Hurling Championship semi-finals. Of course, if this game were to win in a draw, we'd be going to a replay next week, while the county final will be here in Pearse Stadium in 2 weeks' time. Yeah. St Thomas is already there, but it's delicately poised in this game.
Jamie has been taking these well, Niall. He'd fancy himself here.
Yeah, Jamie Ryan has hit a couple of good ones in this game from that side of the field as well. So far, Jamie Ryan with the sideline in towards the goals. Jamie Ryan high in towards the goals, and Jamie Ryan puts it wide. 2 wides for Loughrea, 1 wide for Clarinbridge. So both sides have been fairly economical in front of the goals. With 31 minutes have been played, the sides are level. Bindon goes to this side of the field looking for TJ Brennan. He puts up the paw, but it breaks into the path of Johnny Cohn, who just stood back there and waited for the ball to come to him. And Johnny Cohn does well to come out from the centre half position. He flicks it up towards Jamie Ryan. Jamie Ryan takes on Oisin Salmon. Jamie Ryan is hooked superbly there by TJ Brennan. Off to Keane Salmon. Keane Salmon off to Evan Island. This will surely be a score for Evan Island. Point number 9 in the first half for Evan Island, and the last 2 have come from play. He's got 3 from play and 6 from frees, and he'll put those over the bar all day.
He's still a good player. People be saying he doesn't do this, that or the other, but to me, like, he's a top player. You'd have him any day on any team.
Yeah, he's got 9 points so far. As Garage Loughnane will take the puck out. Will he go short? He will go short to Paul Hooban. And Paul Hooban is on the ball now. 11 points for Clarinbridge. 1-7 for Loughrea. A minute and a half to go to half time. Paul Hooban decides to go over to the far side of the field looking for Martin McManus. The ball goes over McManus' head in towards Joseph Mooney. And Mooney will try and go down it under pressure from McCann over there to get a push. The referee says he didn't. The ball has gone out over the line though on the far side of the field. And that's going to be a line ball. And the line ball is to Clarinbridge over there. And Sean Kilduff will take this line ball. The midfielder for Clarinbridge wearing number 8, even though he decides now to leave it to Shane Bannon. Bannon, who won, of course, an All-Ireland minor medal with Galway as a cornerback in 2015, I think it was. As that ball goes in towards the middle of the field, won by Tiernan Killeen. He lays it off to Neil Keary, and Neil Keary takes a snapshot of that. It's going to go in towards the goalkeeper. That goalkeeper is Aaron Bindon, and Aaron Bindon comes away from the goalkeeping position, and Aaron Bindon launches it down the field as quickly as he can. Up they go forward. It's going to break into the path of the Loughrea man. That Loughrea man is it Shane Morgan trying to pick the ball up, and it's won by the Clarinbridgeman over there. Gavin Lee has a man in space. Gavin Lee has Keane Salmon going to a shot. Save by the goalkeeper. Comes off the post into the path of Paul Hooban. A good save by Garage Loughnane. It came flying off the crossbar into the path of Paul Hooban, and Loughrea get away with one there as that ball breaks out to the middle of the field. Jamie Ryan is on the ground, but it's picked up by the Clarinbridgeman, and that's a free into Clarinbridge, and that was a goal chance again. Yeah. But Garage Loughnane stood strong. The ball flicked off his hurl, came crashing off the crossbar and straight into the hand of Paul Hooban.
Yeah,
the other end of the field, when something happened like that previously, it broke out the Loughrea man at the other end in the back of the net. So when your luck is in and when your luck is out, this can be different consequences.
Well, as you said, the replica goals, great save by both goalies, and the difference was McManus was there to tap the one into the net. This time it hit off the crossbar.
Yeah, it's a free and a chance here for Evan Island to put Clarinbridge 2 points to the good as we come up to half time. The 3 minutes of additional time have been played in the first half. Evan Island looking for point number 10 in this first half for him. His side have scored 11 so far. Evan Island high in towards the goals, and Evan Island has put the ball between the posts. That's 10 points in the first half for Evan Island, 7 from frees and 3 from play. The referee Conor Quinlan is calling for the ball. It's half time, sir. There's 2 points between them. Clarinbridge 12 points, Loughrea 1-7, but it's Loughrea who have had, or Clarinbridge who have had wind advantage in the first half. But both sides will be happy enough going in at half time.
Yeah,
it's an entertaining game now, 12 points to 1-7.
I'd say the happy will be Loughrea in the sense they're only 2 points down, a strong breeze to come. Like that goal would have been a tonic for Clarinbridge if they got that to be 5-0 to cancel out Loughrea's goal. You'd have to say at the moment going in that Loughrea will be the happier. They are the 2 points down, and with the likes of Mark Kennedy up front and Salmon and Niall and these up front are capable, and young leader capable of pinching a few scores that could do them power good. It's still anyone's game, but I'd say Loughrea will be in the happy position at half time.
Yeah, it's half time here, and it's Clarinbridge who lead by 2 points at the end of the first half here. Clarinbridge 12 points, Loughrea 1 goal and 7. And you're very welcome back here to Pearse Stadium for the second half of the Galway Senior Hurling Championship semi-final. It's delicately poised here in the second semi-final. Clarinbridge lead by 2 points at half-time. They were aided by a big strong wind in that first half, but it's still all to play for Cyril as we wonder who's still going to qualify to play St. Thomas's in the county final.
Yeah, well, I think going in at half-time, Loughrea will be the happier team because it is a very strong breeze, and like they're 2 points behind, and you'd wonder, is that 2 points enough for Clarinbridge? If they're able to win the game with only a 2 point lead against a good strong breeze, it's a fair sign of a team. Now they will try to attack an odd time, get frees and tap over points by an island and stay in the game that way, but you'd imagine like that as the second half goes on, that you'd imagine Loughrea should be able to win this from the position they're in.
There's a lot of people wondering, can St. Thomas's be stopped? They were asking, is it half-time in this year's championship? They've already lost one match, of course, to Turlockmore, but you're looking at a situation here where they're back in the county final again, looking for 5 in a row, and Loughrea and Clarinbridge obviously trying to get there as well to play them in that final. Yeah,
well, we saw them early on in the year in Ireland. I thought the game against Sarsfields here on, it was a fantastic game, best game I've seen for years, club hurling, and that was played out to the likes of Shane Cooney, who's at the moment right here in front of us. He'd probably be sharper the next day. Thomas are actually getting stronger. Very, very good, very balanced up front, very balanced but up front, like their forwards are lovely. I thought Aine Buck today, he's kind of wizardry, like his stick work, wasn't what he was scoring, but what he was making, brilliant. Dara Buck kind of come back into form. You know, mid-lane, all these fellas, they're lovely hurls up front, and sure, what can I say about Conor Cooney? Like, to me, he's the best player in the county for the Idomani lesson. He does it every day he goes out. Then you have the 2 boys midfield. Burner today, I wasn't really sparking, but David Burke is still a leader. I think Cooney probably come back into the team, like, and Cathal Burke, these guys are underrated, the lads at the back, Keane Mahoney, these fellas, and Finton Burke, they're strong. Look, they're going to be hard to beat. Loughrea, I know deep down would love to get against, because they'll be kind of neighbours and kind of living in one another's pockets, and they'll be saying, well, when we get at you, or you didn't beat us in the final yet, but like, you know, it's in Loughrea's hands here now, and here comes Clarinbridge. TJ Brennan is up front. I don't know, will he stay up front all day? He's kind of a makeshift centre forward, does a lot of work, but he's more natural, I think, in the backs. But after saying that, he's doing a lot of the donkey work up there.
It looks as if he's gone out to the middle of the field, by the way, with Sean Kilduff going into centre forward. But that goal for Loughrea before half-time, obviously a crucial score in the context of the game, because we say goals are crucial in a day like today, and Martin McManus was in the right place at the right time to pull on that ball when it came back off the crossbar. Yeah, well, see, when he came back off the crossbar, to fair to McManus, like, he was right off the ground, great goal. Had been quite up to that. Now, when Loughrea made a great save below for Loughrea, came back off the crossbar and went out to the side. So that's the fortunes of war, you know, that can happen, and it puts Loughrea kind of, to me, in the driving seat. If that goal went in for them to give them 5 points, 2 points isn't much in this game, and Loughrea will feel it's theirs for the taking if they can drive on. Yeah, we'd just like to welcome back listeners on Galway Bay FM as well. It's 1-7 for Loughrea, 12 points for Clarinbridge at half time, as we're almost set to go here. The referee Conor Quinlan is out in the field. The teams are in position as well, and Paul Fahey's out there. I think the ref's just having a word with the linesman over on the far side of the field. They were getting ready. The ball is in. The game is on. The second half is underway. TJ Brennan to midfield, as we said, and Sean Kilduff to centre half forward. The big change from a Clarinbridge perspective. And Clarinbridge win the first puck out, or the first breaking ball. There's TJ that wins it, in fact, and he flicks the ball in towards Keane Salmon. Salmon in at full forward now on Paul Hoogan. Beautifully picked up by Keane Salmon. He's bearing down on goal. Keane Salmon has got Sean Kilduff inside him. He gives the ball off to Patrick Foley, though. Patrick Foley tries to come inside. Patrick Foley goes for the score, but it's going to be brought down. But I think if Keane Salmon had seen Sean Kilduff go on the other side, it would have been a better pass. He didn't see him. It was half a goal chance for it. Give it the wrong way, give it to the wrong man, like it was the wrong, you know, he give it to his left, I'd say it was a great chance of goal. When he give it to his right, there was no chance. The linesman has indicated it's a Loughrea ball over on the far side of the field. Clarinbridge are claiming possession, but Paul Fahey indicates that it's a line ball over on the far side of the field, and that line ball is to Clarinbridge, or to Loughrea. Clarinbridge not too happy with that one, but Jamie Ryan will be happy with it, because he's going to take it over on the far side of the field, and we see that Jamie Ryan is well able to hit these sidelines. He'll hit it long if he can at all. Now, as we look down to our right, there's a terrible sun going in on Binden's eyes here in the full back line of the Clarinbridge team. Yeah, Jamie Ryan will take it for this sideline for his side. Jamie Ryan was about to take it, but he decides to step back at the second occasion. Great and ball. Does take it, launches the ball in long in towards Joseph Mooney and McCann. The ball breaks into the path of McManus. Martin McManus has it. He's got a goal already. He's now got a point. He puts it over the bar. That's 1-1 now for Martin McManus. And we see that he's been picked up by Shane Bannon. Shane Bannon had been a centre-half back all year now for Clarinbridge. So he finds himself in at corner back. Is that a mistake from the Clarinbridge men taking him out of a pivotal position at centre-half back?
Niall, that's what can happen when you're trying to balance, when you put, mark up your kind of shooters and take men from in, like you can unbalance your own team.
The ball is pucked out to the middle of the field. Loughrea lead now, or Clarinbridge lead by a point, I should say. Ball is picked up in the middle of the field by Hanrahan. He plays the ball across the field to Brian Keary. Brian Keary off to the brother. That's Neil Keary. Neil Keary from out the field goes for a score. High by Neil Keary off the post and goes over the bar. And Neil Keary's the man who puts it over the bar. His third score of the day. His first from play, 2 from frees. It comes off the post, goes over the bar, level. At 1-9 to 12 points.
Level after, say, less than 2 minutes second half. Great start by Loughrea. So up to Clarinbridge, they have to start winning the puck outs.
Yeah, 2 scores from play there. Good puck out there towards Gavin Lee. He loses possession. That's going to break towards Dylan Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy goes down on the ball, but he's under serious pressure there from 2 Clarinbridge men, and one of those is Gavin Lee. The other is TJ Brennan as they try to pick up position. Connor Lee is also in there as both sides now try to win this ruck ball that's in there. I think Conor Quinlan will probably throw it in, will he? Or will he allow play go on? It breaks out somewhat towards Jamie Ryan, but Keane Salmon, I think, has gone down it for Clarinbridge. That's a free out, is it? The referee says no, it's not. There's a bit of yardage being taken here. We could be seeing something we could have seen in the Aviva last night, the way they were coming up the field there. But it's a free in the end, and the free is to the Bridgemen.
The Bridge get a soft free, but I think it's for the one he didn't give before that. Like, definitely there was one before that, but to get a soft one now. The mentors are beginning to go out on the pitch and get excited. Like, it's a vital time for Clarinbridge to stay in the game.
Evan is coming a long way to take this free. This is a huge free against that wind. Now the wind is exceptionally strong. He is between his own 45 and 65 metre line. He's nearer to the 65 metre line as he takes this free. He's near enough to the sideline, hitting into the Oris Bourne and throw end.
If he gets this, I don't know. It's a long, long way out.
No, he doesn't go for it. He sprays it across the field. It's going to be intercepted though. As the ball breaks though in towards TJ Brennan. Brennan found himself in at centre half forward, and Brennan is on the ball. Lovely ball inside to Mark Kennedy. Will he pull first time with the ball? He won't. He tried to pick it up. Probably should have just let fly in that ball as it broke inside to him. As players come back on top of him, a number of Loughrea players, and one of those is coming out possession. That's going to be a free out, and the free out is to Loughrea following the foul there on Ian Hanrahan. That's going to be a free out, 1-9 to 12 points. But Clarinbridge tried to get through the Loughrea defence there. They couldn't do so, and Shane Morgan will take the free out for Loughrea. Morgan goes along with that one up towards Anthony Burns. Burns tries to win it, and the ball breaks inside Anthony Burns, and it's Dylan Shaughnessy who was first to react. Dylan Shaughnessy out in front of Connor Lee. Connor Lee just put the hand on the back there and flicked the ball away, and that's going to be a free. And it's a soft free to give away, but it's a free nonetheless, sir.
Yeah, it's a lazy free really, like, and you could even see it from here. Like, the ref is correct. The Clarinbridge are complaining about it, but there's nothing to complain about it there. Like, you have to take these things. Like, you just can't give away a kind of a lazy free, I'd call it, really, like, traveling at this stage. See Jerry Spellman begin to go in out on the pitch, like, to get onto his team. He's right. He knows that it's a vital time. Like, there's about, there isn't fully 4 minutes gone, and Loughrea get the chance to go a point up. Clarinbridge have to win this. They have to kind of hang in, and they have to start winning kind of that rook hard ball.
The free is coming to Neil Keary as we see Neil Keary striking the ball in towards the goals. The man wearing number 10 puts that ball over the bar. That's point number 4 for him. 3 frees and 1 from play. We see the other number 10, Michael Daly, will be about to see action for Clarinbridge in a couple of minutes as well. His side now 1 point in arrears. 1-10 for Loughrea. It's 12 points for Clarinbridge. The ball is won by TJ Brennan. Brennan goes down with that ball up towards Keane Salmon. It comes off Keane Salmon's hurl, breaks in towards Oisin Salmon, normally at cornerback, but now picking up Jamie Ryan today. The ball breaks in towards Niall Armstrong. Armstrong is on the ball. Armstrong sprays the ball across the field towards Patrick Foley. Foley solos away from his man. Patrick Foley still soloed. Can't pass the ball across the field towards Keane Salmon. Salmon goes down on the ball. Salmon tries to come inside his man. Salmon tries to lay the ball off, but he's under serious pressure there from a number of Loughrea players, and he gets some help from Niall Armstrong over on the far side of the field. But Paul Hooban is the man who comes away with the ball for Loughrea. He loses possession over there, but beautifully picked up by Gavin Lee. Gets the ball back to Shane Ryan, and from his standing position he goes for a score, but this one is going to go wide, and that's the first wide of the second half. It's only the second wide for Clarinbridge in this game. Loughrea have also struck 2 wides, but it's Loughrea who lead by a point. Loughrea 1-10, Clarinbridge 12 points.
Sub coming on here.
Michael Daly is the man we said who would be about to see action for his side, and Michael Daly does come on. I think it's Patrick Foley is the man who's gone off the Clarinbridge team. Patrick Foley taking his time coming over to this side of the field.
Number 10, Mikey Daly replaces number
35 minutes played. We have 25 minutes to go in the County Senior Hurling Championship semi-final for 2022. Garage Lucknan takes the puck out. He just goes along with that one, looking for Dylan Shaughnessy over there. He puts up the hand, the ball breaks down into the path of Anthony Burns. He's got a runner inside, and that's Kieran Killeen. Killeen bearing down on goal. Killeen inside to Joseph Mooney. Goal chance here. Mooney's shot into the back of the net. A goal for Loughrea. A brilliant move by the Loughrea men. Finished to the net by Joseph Mooney. And all of a sudden they've opened up a 4-point lead. Two 10 to 12 points. They did all the right things there. Anthony Burns broke onto the ball, laid it into Tiernan Killeen, and eventually into Joseph Mooney, into the back of the net. Two 10 to 12 points.
Yeah, it's a big lead in the context of this game, like, you know, and all of a sudden things are going against Clarinbridge. It was a great score. They played it onto the extra man the whole time and bound up at Mooney, had not only banging into the back of the net.
Two 10 to 12 points. The ball is won by Oisin Salmon in the middle of the field. Oisin Salmon soaring forward. He's got the ball twice now. Can't catch it again. He doesn't do so. Gets it in towards Mark Kennedy. Kennedy wins the ball ahead of Shane Morgan. Does really well there, Mark Kennedy. Tries to get away from his man, but he's under serious pressure. Jamie Ryan tries to pick it up. Tiernan Killeen is also there from a Loughrea perspective, and we have one of those ruck situations again because the conditions are difficult. Picked up by Oisin Salmon. Tries to bury his way forward. He loses possession. It's picked up by Oisin Coyle, and Oisin Coyle goes long for Loughrea in towards Mark McManus. McManus is out in front of his man Shane Bannon, and Mark McManus has the speed to get there ahead of Shane Bannon. He's got a runner inside him in Brian Keary, but he decides to go for the score himself. Mark McManus is having the season of his life in the senior championship. He puts it over the bar. He's got a goal and 2 points. What a score by Mark McManus. 2-11 to 12 points. Loughrea are hitting for home early. They lead by 5.
Yeah, and I see what happened there was that Clarinbridge moved up trying to score, and then got caught above, and then when the ball broke back out for it, all the space. And here's Jamie Ryan.
Brilliantly cut from the midfield from Jamie Ryan from the puck out. He goes for score, but this one is going to go wide. Jamie Ryan got a little slap there as well, but it's gone wide. That's 3 wides for his side now. 2 for Clarinbridge, but 2 goals have been vital. The second one, a beautifully crafted move, and a great goal by Joseph Mooney has given them that cushion of that 5-point lead.
Yeah, it was a great move. They've been doing that all year, going right down. They're using their pace, like, you know. Burns and these fellas have plenty of pace. McManus, Mooney's on the right end of it, but, like, you know, Dylan Shocks are playing very well. Jamie Ryan, Niall Kerr, they're well on top at the moment, like, and it's hard to know what the Bridge can do. They're all gathered together, and the think tank on the sideline are trying to work, but it's a hard one to work out because when you push up, you're getting caught on the quick break. They have to win the ruck ball, and they have to get a score. Like, you know, what is it, 2-11 to 12? You know, so they were 12 at half time. They haven't scored yet.
Yeah, Loughrea have been the dominant side in the second half. Brilliantly caught in the middle of the field by Oisin Salmon. He did really well there. Gets the ball off to Sean Kilduff. Sean Kilduff off to Michael Daly, the sub will come on. Michael Daly goes across the field and eventually launches it in towards the full forward line, but it's going to be intercepted by Paul Hooban back there. Paul Hooban looks upfield, gets the ball out towards Neil Keary. Good touch by Keary. He's got Oisin Coyle outside him. Oisin Coyle called for the ball, gets a good hard shoulder there, and that ball is not gone out over the line, but it was a hard hit by Oisin Salmon on Oisin Coyle there, and Oisin Coyle is on the ground, and the Loughrea mentor is incensed by that hit on the Loughrea man. I think Oisin Salmon is hurt as well, I'd say, in that situation, but we'll see is Oisin Coyle okay here. He's side lead by 5 points. It was right down here in front of us, and we'll see what happens here. John Kane, the linesman, just speaking to Conor Quinlan, who's the referee, but both players are seem to be hurt on that occasion. Certainly was a hard hit.
It was, I don't know, was that, you know, the Minters are kind of roaring at Salmon, but I don't know, was it that, like, he's getting a yellow card now, I'd say. But, like, he had to kind of tackle with the you know, Kyle was gone down in front of him, gone down on the ball. The ball kind of came out from a pass, but I think Kyle is okay, just that he wasn't expecting the rattle. Yeah, he's fine.
Yellow card for Oisin Salmon. Oisin Coyle is up, and that's 3 Clarinbridge men in the book now. Conor Quinlan just having a word to see is Oisin Coyle okay. He's okay, and it's going to be a free, and the free is to Loughrea. 2-11 for Loughrea, 12 points for Clarinbridge, and it's Jamie Ryan who's showing an interest in this game. It's 1-4 to no score in the second half of this game so far. It was 1-7 to 12 points at half time, and at that stage Clarinbridge led by 2. All of a sudden they're 5 points down now as Jamie Ryan stands over the free, and we've seen the value of the wind in the first game, and the wind is huge in this game as well, as we see David Lee might be about to see action now for Clarinbridge well coming into their attack as Jamie Ryan stands over the free for Loughrea. Hasn't scored today, but he's got through an amount of work so far. Launched that ball in towards the goals, up they go for it. McCann dropped it out of the hand and it's picked up by Shane Bannon. Bannon coming out from the cornerback position, hand passes the ball off to Phelan McCann. McCann comes inside his man. McCann tries to get away from his man, gets it out the field further, and eventually Clarinbridge work the ball out the field back to Shane Bannon, and there's a foul over there on a Clarinbridge man, and that's going to be a free out with it at 2-11 to 12 points, and the goalkeeper Aaron Bindon is coming out from the goalkeeper position.
Even there now, to see how hard they got it to clear that, or even closed down the whole time. You know, like they had 3 or 4 passes and they still had no room to strike it. Okay, get a free out, but like it's all Loughrea pressing.
Good ball by Aaron Bindon out to the middle of the field to TJ Brennan, and TJ just goes long with that one, but Loughrea have the numbers back there. Mark Kennedy will battle bravely for Clarinbridge trying to win this one, but Loughrea have extra numbers back there. One of those is Johnny Cohn. He drops the ball out of his hand into Keane Salmon. That's a penalty surely. His jersey was pulled back there, and there's going to be a penalty, sir, or a free out, but his jersey, Keane Salmon's jersey, was definitely pulled back as he went through there.
But I don't think the ref knows what's happening. He could give it through and you wouldn't want to do.
We'll have to see this here. Will the referee go into his umpires, because Keane Salmon, the ball had broken off Johnny Cohn's hand, and it broke in towards Keane Salmon, and his jersey from our vantage point was definitely stretched by the Loughrea defender there, so we'll see what's going to happen here. The referee is just speaking to our scene. Is the goalkeeper Garage Loughrea all right? Will he go in to speak to his umpires? Paul Hooban is getting ready to take the free.
Out.
And Paul Hooban, it is a free out, and Loughrea were fortunate there because, in fairness, that looked like a penalty that wasn't given, and when the breaks are going your way, they're going your way, and on that occasion they did go their way as Paul Hooban gets ready to take the free out for his side. 11 to 12 points. Keane Salmon is the man who's gone off, and David Lee is in as that ball is poked long down the field by the Loughreaman into the path of Martin McManus, but he leaves it to Joseph Mooney. Mooney plays the ball out the field towards Anthony Burns. Burns goes down on the ball now. Burns comes inside his man. Burns tries to play the ball away, but Shane Ryan comes in on top of him, as does David Lee, but brilliantly taken up by Anthony Burns again. Burns going for point number 2. Anthony Burns high in towards the goals. Anthony Burns has put that one wide, and that's the 4th wide for Loughrea, but Loughrea lead by 11 to 12 points, and it's hard to see Clarinbridge coming back into this game, sir, without a goal.
Yeah, like, you know, at that time you begin to wonder that time how was the free out, like, you know, how, I don't know where the free, but anyway, they went out, and like Clarinbridge are just getting it hard to get the ball. They just can't win the ball, and I had to get it up.
The ball is won by Loughrea again. As Cyril said, they just can't win the ball. Jamie Ryan takes it on. He takes a lot of steps. Jamie Ryan soloing forward there, trying to get away from his man. As the ball is thrown away by him, it's picked up by Conor Lee. Conor Lee gets a shoulder there from Dylan Shaughnessy. Plays the ball back the field towards Christy Bannon. Bannon coming away from his man. Bannon coming out the field. That's going to be a free. And the free out is to Clarinbridge. And eventually they do get the free. And the man that wants to take it quickly is Conor Lee. 11 to 12 points. There's 5 points between them as Conor Lee gets ready to take this free. He launches it in towards Niall Armstrong. Armstrong will put up the paw. Armstrong takes the ball down under pressure from Paul Hooban. It breaks into the path of TJ Brennan. Brennan takes on his man. Brennan flicks the ball inside to David Lee. David Lee goes inside his man. He's got TJ inside him if he can pick him out. Tries to flick the ball away, but it's intercepted by Paul Hooban. And this time the referee does give the free in, and the free in is to Clarinbridge, and a chance here for Evan Island to add to his 10 points so far in the game.
Yeah, it's a score that they badly need. They haven't scored since half time. What have we've gone 12, nearly 13 minutes. They need a score. They're trying to work the goals. They're hard to get when you're chasing the game like this. But this should be a tap over for an Island, and it's a score that they really need. But they really need to keep tapping over scores, because like we haven't scored for a while, but they're 5 points up.
11 to 12 points. Clarinbridge haven't scored in the second half so far. Evan Island puts that right now. He puts it over the bar. That's point number 11 for Evan Island. 8 frees and 3 from play so far from him. He had a serious first half for Clarinbridge. They just need to get him into the game a bit in this second half.
Yeah, he's
11 to 13 points now.
Good player if you give him the ball, but they're not getting any ball to him, and the ball isn't passing up much. What's wrong here? Paul Hooban is taking a break.
I think he's showing a bit of experience. We saw that in the first game as well, and you need to slow the game down slightly, but Paul Hooban is just getting some medical attention here. I'd say to take a good bit for Paul to go off the team. I can tell you.
Knowing him now, he's a wily old bird. He's fine. He has a bit of a leg injury, but there's nothing wrong with him. He was coming out with that ball. I know he didn't foul. There was a free giving before that, but if the referee let go, he was going to clear the mile. He knows how to play in that. He could play him in any position really, but he's a good player.
Yeah, he sure is, and playing well at full back this year for Loughrea is Garage Loughrea, the goalkeeper. He's also playing well. He'll get ready to take the puck out. His side 4 points to the good. 11 to 13 points in the second of the Galway Senior Hurling Championship semi-finals. The first one, if you didn't know the result, finished in a win for St. Thomas's, 219 to 15 points over Sarsfields. That ball from the puck out has gone out over the line. A line ball to Clarinbridge over there. Gavin Lee, or Conor Lee I should say, is about to take it. The 3 Lee brothers are quite close to one another, as this sideline is going to be taken by Conor Lee. It's 2 goals and 11 points to 13 points. That ball goes long by Lee. Should be won by Tiernan Killeen. It is won by Tiernan Killeen. He loses possession though towards Mikey Daly, but has time to go back and pick the ball again and hand pass the ball forward towards Anthony Burns. Burns comes inside his man. Burns is soloing forward now for Loughrea. He's under pressure there from Oisin Salmon, but decides to go for a score from out the field. Anthony Burns high in towards the goals. Anthony Burns' a shot is broken out by the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is Aaron Bindon, and Aaron Bindon coolly gets the ball out the field towards Gavin Lee. Gavin Lee under pressure there from Neil Keary, but Gavin Lee is on the possession. Gavin Lee comes inside his man. Gavin Lee decides to go along with that one, and he does go along with that one up towards TJ Brennan. Brennan, will he put up the hand, will it break in towards Mark Kennedy? It breaks towards TJ Brennan and Kennedy. Kennedy's on the ball now. Kennedy looking for a point, but good defensive play there by the Loughrea man over there, and eventually TJ Brennan tries to go down the ball. I think it was Kieran Hanrahan, who did really well for Loughrea there, gets the ball back to Oisin Coyle. Coyle off to Paul Hooban. Paul Hooban out towards Anthony Burns. Burns dodges inside his man. Hand passes the ball off to Kieran Hanrahan again, the cornerback, and he's soloing forward. Kieran Hanrahan now going forward for Loughrea. He finds himself in the middle of the field. He hand passes the ball forward towards Dylan Shaughnessy. He flicks the ball further forward inside Ian Hanrahan. Ian Hanrahan is on the 20-metre line. Ian Hanrahan, the team captain, trying to go through for Loughrea. Ian Hanrahan is on the ball. Ian Hanrahan goes for a score, but this one goes wide. But I think it's going to be a free in for a foul on Dylan Shaughnessy, and this is
I don't know, will he give a free? Like, I think it was very late and he blew. I'd say to just stop the play.
It's 2 goals and 11 points to 13 points. 1 point is all that Clarinbridge have scored in this game. The last score for Loughrea, that came on 7 minutes when Martin McManus pointed. It's 2-11 to 13 points now, and I think it's a free in. I think it's a yellow card as well for another of the Clarinbridge, but it looks as if Christy Bannon might be about to pick up a yellow card. The referee is writing something into the note anyway. He didn't give him a yellow though, but Dylan Shaughnessy is the man that's down injured. But we have 16 minutes gone here in the second half, 14 minutes of normal time to go at a cold and windy Pearse Stadium here in Galway in the second of the Galway Senior Hurling Championship semi-finals.
Yeah, it's a free, and you're right, like he's getting the free, so this will be another score for Neil Carey.
A chance here for Neil Carey to score his 5th point of the day. He's got 3 frees and 1 from play so far as he gets ready to take this free for Loughrea. With that wind advantage and the angle he's at, it should be a very routine one, I suppose, for Neil Carey's standard, but they're nothing routine, of course, when you're taking frees in county championship games here as he stands over this free. He's just inside his 45-metre line with the wind. Neil Carey has driven the ball high, and has he put that one wide? He has put it wide, actually, on this side of the field. I put the commentator's curse on him. That's 5 wides, but he'll be disappointed with that one.
He will.
2-11 to 13 points.
Well within his radius, no doubt about that.
Ball is won by David Lee there. Clarinbridge have the ball with David Lee on the possession. David Lee hand passed the ball into Mark Kennedy, and that's a free in for a foul there by Shane Morgan on Mark Kennedy. And a chance here again to reduce the deficit if this goes over the bar. Back to a 3-point ball game, sir.
Yeah, and like it's a hard, well, you know, he's against the breeze, but just be respect to Evan Island to get it, bring it back again. To be 3 this time, yeah, because that last one didn't go wide. That one come to my mind is over, but it's gone wide, so it gives Clarinbridge a glimpse that they're hanging in, I suppose you'd say.
He's on the 45-metre line, Evan Island with the free. He's against the wind though. He has got 11 points so far out of 13 for Clarinbridge. Evan Island needs a score here for Clarinbridge. They need a score, and Evan Island makes no mistake. We're back to a 3-point ball game. That's his 12th score of the day. It's 2-11 to 14 points, and 3 points between them. Clarinbridge have got the last 2 scores. Garage Loughnane will take the puck out now for Loughrea. Garage Loughnane goes down the middle with that puck out. Up they go forward. It's won by the Clarinbridge men there. It breaks though into the path of Brian Keary. Brian Keary is on the ball, tries to get away from David Lee. Brian Keary has caught the ball twice. He's still going forward and he's still going away. And he does really well, Brian Keary. He's finds space. Brian Keary going forward. Brian Keary going for a score from out the field. But this one goes wide. That's 6 wides now for Loughrea. Clarinbridge have only struck 2. It's getting tense here now. Clarinbridge, or Loughrea, I suppose, can see the end line. I know there's 12 minutes to go here. There are 3 points to the good, but it's all about getting over the line now, isn't it?
Well, to be fair to Clarinbridge, they're hanging in like in a thing that you're going to think that to be beaten. Here's a lovely ball.
Tiernan Killeen has it. Tiernan Killeen has played well for Loughrea. He's got 2 points so far. Set up the last goal. Fixed the ball inside to Martin McManus. McManus has got 1-2. Is he going to go for 1-3? Martin McManus high in towards the goals. This one has gone outside the post. I think it has gone outside the post, Jess. It looks from our vantage point to have gone outside the post. And that's a wide ball. That's 7 now for Loughrea. Some of the fans here are not happy with that. But I think
Loughrea rules these misses now because they're missing a few scores now.
They have 7 wides. A lot of them in the last couple of moments, just when there were 3 or 4 points up. Sean Kilduff wins the ball in the middle of the field. Sean Kilduff soloing forward now for Clarinbridge. He kicks the ball forward in towards Mark Kennedy. Mark Kennedy turns his man beautifully. Mark Kennedy's on the ball. He tries to get away from Shane Morgan. He cuts inside Shane Morgan. Sprays the ball across the field towards TJ Brennan. TJ Brennan and Tiernan Killeen in a run for possession here is picked up by TJ Brennan. TJ Brennan, is he going to look inside? Is he going to go for a score? He can't catch it again. He plays the ball. Is he going to play it off the ground? He's not. He's not too sure what he's going to do with it, but he still has it. He tries to pick it up. Did he pick it off the ground? The referee said he didn't. He charges forward, gets the ball across to Evan Nyland. Nyland is on the ball now. Nyland tries to come inside Johnny Cohn. Nyland makes the space to go for a score. Evan Nyland high. Evan Nyland with a superb score for Clarinbridge. And all of a sudden we're back to a 2-point ball game. He's got 13 points, 4 from play and 9 from frees. That's a great score.
Yeah, and the Loughrea line have gone daft here because they figured that someone picked the ball off the ground, but like it's going to count and it's back to 2 points.
I think they've got the last 3 points. It was 2-11 to 12 points.
Are hard at work on the sideline now.
3 points in a row. It's 2-11 to 15 points. Of course, Clarinbridge were in the final last year. That ball is pucked long up towards Anthony Burns. Burns and Fana McCann battling first. It's won by Anthony Burns. He's got Joseph Mooney inside him. He's still going forward. He still has Mooney inside him. Joseph Mooney bearing down on goal. Joseph Mooney inside to Martin McManus. And it should be a goal. Martin McManus, it's blocked somehow on the line. Martin McManus was virtually on the goal line and somehow it's blocked and Clarinbridge come away with it. I don't know who blocked it. It should have been in the back of the net. It was easier scored than miss it. He did miss it and eventually the ball is cleared down the field and Clarinbridge come out the field. I think it might have been, but the Shane Banner, someone there that blocked it out. But all of a sudden Clarinbridge get away with one there. Loughrea seemed to try and walk that ball in the net and the ball is picked up by Jamie Ryan. Takes a lot of steps. He's got a man inside him. Jamie Ryan launched that ball in towards the goals. 2 players go up for it. Joseph Mooney tries to win it. It's picked up and by Mark McManus. He's bearing down the goal. This time he flicks it into the back of the net. He makes no mistake this time. He puts it in the net. It's 2-2 for Martin McManus. He would have been disappointed with the last effort. It was blocked on the line. This time makes no mistake. 3-11 now to 15 points. He's got 2-2.
Yeah, that should do it, like, in the sense, like, he's got 2-2 and he well, maybe he failed the first time, but like that ball should have been cleared when they got the second chance, Clarinbridge, and just messed it up. They're still trying to drive forward. It's a free out.
The free out for Christy Bannon is the man that's a foul there as he came out from defence, but it's 3-11 now to 15 points. Loughrea have established that 5-point advantage again. 2 goals and 2 points for Martin McManus. Takes his tally to 3 goals and 20 points from play in this year's senior championship. One superbly there by Shane Morgan, a cornerback for Loughrea. Shane Morgan sprays the ball across the field towards Anthony Burns. Burns tries to come away from his man. He half loses possession, but he picks it up again. And he's soloing forward. He's in space. He's going to go for score from the middle of the field. Anthony Burns high. Anthony Burns has the distance, but he hasn't got the accuracy. Wide number 8 now for Loughrea. They lead by 3-11 to 15 points. Goals were crucial in the first game. St. Thomas has got 2. They won by 10. Loughrea have got 3 in this game. They lead by 5. It's won by Oisin Kyle over there. Oisin Kyle into Joseph Mooney in space. Joseph Mooney goes for another score. This to put Loughrea 6 in front. Joseph Mooney, has he put it over the bar? He has put it over the bar. 1-1 for Joe Mooney. And all of a sudden, the Loughrea full forward line, Joseph Mooney and Mark McManus, they've 3-3 got between them.
Yeah, all from playing very dangerous, and Burns is dangerous as well. Like, and they have a nice bit of pace. That gives it 6-point lead.
3-12 to 15 points. Dylan Dunn is about to come on for a Clarinbridge. That ball breaks in the middle of the field, and that's won by Shane Morgan again. He gets there ahead of Mark Kennedy. Shane Morgan tries to flick the ball away. It's picked up by TJ Brennan. He hand passes the ball forward. Clarinbridge have runners here if they can pick the ball up. Michael Daly's on the ball now for Clarinbridge. He just gets a shoulder there. It straightens up the line. Martin inside to Mark Kennedy. The pass should have probably gone to Shane Ryan, and eventually Jamie Ryan wins it for Loughrea. Jamie Ryan hand passes the ball across the field to Oisin Kyle. Oisin Kyle comes inside his man. He's got Ian Hanrahan in support, but he decides to use Dylan Shaughnessy instead. Dylan Shaughnessy back to Johnny Cohn, and Johnny Cohn up the field towards Neil Keary, but the ball is going to break in towards the path of Conor Lee. Conor Lee comes away from the wing back position. He loses possession though because he's under pressure there from Neil Keary and Anthony Burns, and eventually the ball is picked up by the captain Ian Hanrahan. Hanrahan to Anthony Burns. Anthony Burns comes inside his man, tries to take on 2 Clarinbridge there. Anthony Burns has lost possession though because Clarinbridge have numbers there, and it's flicked away, but it's flicked out towards the Loughrea man, and Ian Hanrahan first time that ball in towards McManus. McManus tries to get away from Shane Bannon. Is he fouled? The referee says play on, and it's picked up by Aaron Bindon. Bindon does well to get the ball out towards Christy Bannon, and the referee has noticed something here. There's a Loughrea man down injured. Loughrea are about to bring on Darren Shaughnessy as well, wearing number 23, and Shane O'Brien is also warming up for Loughrea, so there could be changes on both sides, but with 7 minutes to go, 6 points between them, it's hard to see Clarinbridge getting back into this one.
Sean Sweeney's getting ready as well. These guys won't weaken the team. They'll be bursting to get out there and prove that they should be on the first 15, because they can see the in-line in sight now. They can see a big day coming up against Thomas in the final. Here they come.
Shane Bannon has gone off the Clarinbridge team, by the way, and Dylan Dunn is coming on, but from a Clarinbridge perspective, Shane Bannon at centre back all year. They put him in corner back for the county semi-final, and unfortunately from his perspective he's been taken off the team.
Yeah, well, like they're kind of scattered all over the place at the moment now, to be fair. There's pressure on them, like, because Loughrea were 21 points, 15, 6 points up, and these lads coming on from Loughrea, they'll have a point to prove, like, and I can see these lads, playing very, very well when they come on.
Sean Sweeney is in, but we have to see who's going to come off the team. Sean Sweeney is coming in at the wing back position. Is it Tiernan Killeen they're running over towards? It's Tiernan Killeen. Is he going to go forward, or is he going to come off the team? Loughrea still haven't taken off a player, but they do lead by 3-12 to 15 points here. 6 points between them. There's a Loughrea man down injured. That could be the man that could be about to come off. I'm not quite sure who it is at the moment. Is it Joe Mooney? I'm not quite sure. I don't think it's Joe Mooney now either. And that Loughrea man is injured and looks as if he's in a bit of bother.
Yeah, he's gone, I'd say, for a while. And Darren Shaughnessy is ready as well. He won't weaken the team, and so is Shane O'Brien. These guys are all good players.
Yeah, we'll see who's coming off. We can see that it's the number 6. Sean Sweeney is in for Shane Morgan, and Shane Morgan looks in a lot of discomfort.
Oh, he's in trouble.
He looks in trouble, and we saw if Loughrea get to a county final, he could be in a bit of bother. We saw James Regan as well gone off for St. Thomas, I suppose. With 2 weeks to the county final, you'd hope that these players would be available for a county final, because Shane Morgan looks in serious bother. He had a great game for Loughrea, but I didn't see what happened there, but his leg is well strapped, and it looks as if he's in a good bit of pain as he's coming off the field.
Yeah, he looks that way. I don't know, is it a knee or a hamstring? It's hard to know.
Sean Kilduff and Anthony Burns are also gone off their respective sides. That ball breaks in the middle of the field to Michael Daly. Michael Daly off to Evan Nyland. Nyland launched that ball in towards Niall Armstrong at the edge of the square. Armstrong puts up the hand. The ball is going to break, and it's pulled on by the goalkeeper, Garage Loughnane. He gets it to safety out towards Johnny Cohn. Johnny Cohn gets it further out the field. Beautiful touch by Kieran Hanrahan there. Kieran Hanrahan launched that ball long into the 2-man full forward line. Darren Shaughnessy has joined Martin McManus in there. It's going to break to Phelan McCann, but he loses possession though to Martin McManus. Martin McManus has the ball in his hand. Martin McManus though puts that one wide. 9 wide points for Loughrea, but they lead by 6 points as we come up towards the end of this game. We have 4.5 minutes playing. I'm just looking at Shane Morgan out there. He looks in a good bit of discomfort on the sideline, sir.
Yeah, he's in trouble. It might be an old injury. I hope it isn't a cruciate or any of that. With the help of God, it isn't. It isn't like the other things can be cured, but the cruciate is a... But I don't think it is. I think it's up high.
Yeah, it seems to be a bit higher than the knee, as that ball has been poked out by the goalkeeper and it's gone the distance, and it's going to be a throw-in ball. And when you see Loughrea are bringing on subs, the calibre of Sean Sweeney has come on. Cayman Killeen is about to see action. Shane O'Brien will see action soon as well. Darren Shaughnessy is coming in. There's a lot of talent in that Loughrea subs bench, isn't there?
Yeah, like there's plenty, like most of these guys be on any other club team, so like they have the balance, and they'll want it all against Thomas's, but they're well on top here now.
Yeah, I don't think they've been in a county final since 2013, of course. The St Thomas's, when they won their first one, they beat Loughrea in the final. I think Shane Cooney in front of us is about to depart the scene here. The St Thomas's man, good to see him back in action, as we said earlier on. 3.5 minutes left here. We see that Ian Hanrahan has come off. We see that Dylan Shaughnessy has also come off for Loughrea. And it's 3-12 to 15 points. Lots of substitutions been taking place. Garage Loughnane takes the puck out. He goes to the far side of the field. Beautifully taken out of the air by Joe Mooney, but he loses possession now under pressure from the Clarinbridge men over on the far side of the field. That's going to be a free out, and the free out is to Clarinbridge. We have 3 minutes of normal time left, plus whatever additional time will be added on. TJ Brennan is now in at full forward for Clarinbridge, and we'll say I'm sure they'll try and get the ball into him if they can, of course, but they're playing against a strong wind as Conor Lee gets ready to take the free for his side. But 6 points between them.
They pushed everyone up, and that's fine, and it was hard to score, and it's crowded up there, and look at the space that's down in when they're in Loughrea attacking. If the ball breaks,
the ball comes off Tiernan Killeen over on the far side of the field, and that's going to be a line ball, and the line ball over on the far side of the field is to Clarinbridge. 6 points between them, 3-12 to 15 points. 15 scores each, but 3 goals have been crucial for Loughrea in this game.
Well, three goals, Nyland, is a lot in the game when the opposition don't get any. Like you need 10 scores to be a lovely line ball.
Mark Kennedy takes the sideline in towards the goals. It's gone too far, is it? It's gone wide, and he'll be disappointed with that one. 4 wides for his side. We have 3 minutes to go here. 3-12 to 15 points. A lot of the crowd dispersing away from Pearse Stadium. We see Brian Keary has gone down injured as well from a Loughrea perspective, but I think the referees, Johnny Cohn and Brian Keary, both of them have taken off their helmets as well. Johnny Cohn has taken off his helmet. Doesn't seem to be too much wrong with him though.
There's not wrong with Johnny Cohn.
He's just taking his time. Is it 2-5 to 3 points in the second half in this game? Brian Keary is in a bit of bother. I think Johnny Cohn is calling out the medics as well for the Loughrea men. But we have 2 minutes of normal time to go here. 3-12 to 15 points.
Yeah, I'd say Brian Keary did something pulled or something, maybe a calf muscle, because he's gone down. He's probably need someone to come on.
Brian Keary, I think they might have all their subs on at this stage. Have they 5 subs on? I'm not quite sure. I think they might have 5 subs on at this stage. Would Loughrea have their 5 subs on? Or Tom Hooman is warming up.
He's all right, anyway.
Brian Keary is okay. Man that has really cemented that wing back position for Loughrea this year. Garage Loughnane will take the puck out. We have 30 seconds of normal time, or 1 minute and 30 seconds of normal time to go. My maths aren't too good as that ball goes long from Garage Loughnane. He drives that ball as far down the field as he possibly can in towards Darren Shaughnessy, but Clarinbridge have numbers back there. They try to come away with it. Shane O'Brien tries to pick the ball up for Loughrea. He's under pressure over there, and eventually it's Joshua Ryan who comes away with it for Clarinbridge. Tries to break out of defence there, but he loses possession, and Brian Keary picks it up. He's got the brother outside him, but he can't get the pass away because he's intercepted there by Niall Armstrong, and the free is to Clarinbridge, and Niall Armstrong wants to take it as quickly as possible, but Evan Island says I'm going to take this one, and he settles it down, and Evan will probably just launch this one in towards the square where Shane Ryan is wearing number 5, TJ Brennan is wearing number 6, and both of them have found themselves now in at the full forward line.
Well, they've thrown caution to the wind now, and they pushed everything forward. Like, what are they down? They're 7 points down, like so, or 6, is it? Yeah,
6 down, yeah. In the Junior 1 hurling final, it's 1-11 to 1-7 at half time in favour of Ballygar against Saltfield. That ball goes in towards the goals. It's batted out by the Loughrea men there, but it's picked up by Niall Armstrong. Armstrong takes on his man. Armstrong goes low across the goal, comes off Paul Hooman and goes out for a 65. And this one will be launched in again. We haven't been told what the additional time will be as yet. The fourth official, David Earls, is just coming out to put the board up. There'll be 4 minutes to go. 6 points to between them. Loughrea look as if they're on their way to the county final with that 4 minutes of additional time left in this game. Evan Island will take the 65. He'll just launch it in towards the goals. Evan Island does go for the point though. He launches it in, it goes over the bar. That's another point for Evan Island. That means it's 14 points for him. That's from the 65. He got 4 from play and 9 from frees. 3-12 to 16 points now. Clarinbridge need goals and they need them quick in this county final, or semi-final I should say. We have 3.5 minutes left as we see Brian Keary is coming off the Loughrea team, and onto the team comes Tom Hooban. They're bringing Joseph Mooney though back to the half-back line, which he'd be well accustomed to as well, as Hooban goes up to add a vital physical presence to that Loughrea attack. But they lead by 5 points, 3-12 to 16 points, 3.5 minutes to go here. It looks as if it's going to be a St. Thomas's Loughrea county final, as that ball is pucked over to the far side of the field. Up they go for it. The ball is going to break. It's going to break into the path of Christy Bannon. Bannon comes out from the cornerback position for Clarinbridge, gets the ball further out the field, but they lose possession over there, and Tiernan Killeen picks it up. Tiernan Killeen hooks though by Evan Nyland. Nyland under serious pressure there, trying to pick the ball up. The ball is flicked out towards the middle of the field as Joseph Mooney tries to pick it up for Loughrea. He's got a goal and a point in this game for Loughrea, and eventually it's going to be picked up by the Clarinbridge men over there as it is. It's Joshua Ryan who has it. Joshua Ryan is fouled, and that's going to be a free to Clarinbridge, and Conor Lee says to leave it to Evan Nyland, and Nyland was going to take this free with 2.5 minutes to go here in this county semi-final. Evan Nyland, he's got 14 points. This one he's going to launch in towards the goals, and that's exactly what he does. TJ Brennan and Shane Ryan both go first, and Shane Ryan has the ball in his hand. Shane Ryan trying to bury his way through inside to Kennedy, who tried to pull first time on that ball. He just couldn't do so, and Loughrea repelled that situation, and it's Jamie Ryan back there wearing number 14 soloing out from defence, and that's going to be a free out. And Shane Ryan has just said something, I think, to the referee there. He's going to pick up a yellow card, showing his frustrations. He did well to catch the ball. He maybe thought he was fouled, but it's going to be a free out, and it's going to be a yellow card, I think, for Shane Ryan. Yeah,
what he said to the ref.
Shane Ryan picks up the yellow card. 3-12 to 16 points, 2 minutes to go.
He probably felt he should have got a free or something. Like, he caught the ball and tried to turn to hit it, and there was no room, and he got a few clatters. And Loughrea, if everyone back at that stage, it's very hard to burst through back there when you're looking like that.
Yeah, it sure is. Paul Hooban will take the free out for Loughrea. His side lead by 3-12 to 16 points. That's at 21 points to 16, a 5-point lead. There are 2 minutes to go of the additional time in the county semi-final. St. Thomas's await the winners, as we said, and St. Thomas's look at this particular moment as if they'll be playing Loughrea in the county final. It'll be a repeat of the county final of 10 years ago, the first that was won by St. Thomas's on their way to their 6th titles. Loughrea have won 2 titles in the past, 1941 and 2006, as Christy Bannon gets ready to take the sideline over on the far side of the field. That ball goes in towards the middle of the field. It's picked up by Conor Lee. Conor Lee is on the ball now. Conor Lee goes long with that ball towards Michael Daly. Michael Daly tries to pick it up under pressure over there. Michael Daly got a push in the back there, and that's going to be a free. Cayman Killeen is the man who fouled Michael Daly, and again this one is just going to be launched long in towards the square. Evan Island is going to take it. Evan Island takes the free and he launches it as far as he can in towards the goal mouth. They'll go up for this one again. Up they go for the ball, breaks inside towards TJ Brennan, and it's picked up by the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is Garage Loughnane. Loughnane comes out from the defence, and Loughnane did well there, and there's a bit of argy-bargy going on as well there. A number of players just pushing and shoving each other, but there's 3 minutes of additional time. This will suit Loughrea down to the ground. They lead by 5 points, and even at this late stage it looks as if it's going to be a Loughrea St. Thomas's final. It's a game to look forward to in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, TJ Brennan feels us frustrated here because he was definitely pulled back going to the ball. He got no free, but it's going to be free out for Loughrea. They're well on top to have this game won. Like, there's no point in fighting now.
Yeah, the free out, and Conor Quinlan is going to speak to his umpires just to see what has happened there. 3 goals and 12 points to 16 points in the county semi-final. Loughrea will be delighted with this performance so far. They're 5 points to the good. They got 1 goal in the first half. They've got 2 in the second half. The goal scorers: Mark McManus 2-2, Joseph Mooney 1-1.
Yeah, I suppose when you look back in the game, like, it's probably the first half that Loughrea would have played, by the second half that actually won the game, because they're only to go in 2 points down against that strong. It's more than the breeze. It's half a storm anyway. It was a great result.
TJ seems as if he's going to pick up a yellow card here as well. But from a Clarinbridge perspective, we saw yesterday their minor team relied almost solely on Aaron Nyland to score, and today they've got 16 points, 14 of them from Evan Nyland.
Yeah, well, they have a lot of talent coming. They're still a good side, they're maybe not that physical yet, but even the young lads coming on here, Josh Ryan and these lads, they're light, but they're good hurlers. Here come Loughrea, long high ball driving in around.
The 4 minutes of additional time have been played. Neil Keary's on the ball now for Loughrea. He tries to pick it up. Christy Bannon is there, but it's picked up by Darren Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy now tried to go forward there, but he loses possession. He's just been fouled, and that's going to be a free in, and it's Neil Keary who will take the free in for his side. 3-12 to 16 points. This is a chance to put 6 between them. We're deep into the additional time here as Neil Keary will take the free. He's actually after picking up an injury himself. Be interested to see will he take this free. I'm sure he'll want to take to add to his personal tally in this year's championship. But it's going to be an intriguing county final in 2 weeks' time. 2 neighbouring clubs will be in the final as well, of course.
They'll know one another inside out, It's kind of been looking like that. Loughrea have been going very well all year. I think they're the only unbeaten team, I think, all year between league and championship. So it's a good sign, and they're probably, there's little niggly injuries. They're probably going to need their panel, but they have a panel.
Yeah, as Neil Keary stands over the free, it could be interesting in the staff room in St. Bridget's and Loughrea. David Burke and Johnny Cohen might be having tea together at lunchtime, sir.
They'll have tea together, but they won't discuss the hurling.
They won't be discussing hurling as Neil Keary puts that ball between the posts. That's point number 5 for Neil Keary. 3:13 to 16 points. The ball is pucked out, and with that the referee Conor Quinlan has blown full time, and Loughrea are through to the county senior hurling final. They have beaten Clarinbridge by 3:13 to 16 points, and in the insert, Loughrea worthy winners and worthy county finalists.
Yeah, look, they've been going well all year, and you'd have to say their team is very, very balanced. Shane Morgan's having a right good game, cornerback. Hooban very steady, full back. Hanron, live wire. Half hour backline good, like Oisin Kyle is a top of the stuff. Johnny Cohen very good. Carey having a game of his life. Hanron midfield very, very lively, did a lot of work, and I'd have to say I thought Tiernan Kilheen was very, very good while he was on. And up front, like, you know, Jamie Ryan is popping up everywhere. You know, Dylan Shoxy's doing a lot of work centre forward. Niall Carey, like, deadly accurate from frees, and inside the full forward line, what did they get? 3-4 from play, plus it being fouled a good few times. They were elite inside, having a great year. McManus, Mooney and Borden. Now look, it promises to be a great, great final, like, because Thomases are going for their 5 in a row. I think the first one they ever won was against Loughrea. Loughrea will be doing their damnedest to stop them from winning 5 in a row, but it's going to be hard because, like, Thomases are a good side. It's going to be an intriguing final, and it's one. There'll be a record crowd, like, because it's one that it whets the appetite. 2 good teams, and you'd have to say the 2 best teams in the county are in the final.
Yeah, they've been outstanding, both of the teams, all year. Loughrea have won every game in the championship so far. There was one blip for St. Thomas's against Turlockmore, but in fairness, they've come back well since that defeat to Turlockmore.
Yeah, like, they were short a few that day, and like, they never got going at all that day. They were at that match, but by God have they come back since, and like, they look as good as ever. Like, you have to say that, to be fair to them, and like again, their forward play today was exceptional up front. Like, you have them all kind of flying around the place, like, led by Conor Cooney, I suppose, young mid-lane. Dara Burke back to himself, Anya Burke, brilliant curler, James Regan flying, Oisin Flannery. Right, all these lads are playing very, very well, and you know, you have the lads coming on. Victor Manzo kind of comes on every day, very, very fast, got a great goal in the point, but he took his goal very well at a vital stage. You know, they are very, very sure themselves, very, very solid, and I suppose a big plus was Shane Cooney coming on as well and getting more game time into his body. Like, that would be a big plus for him going into the final.
Yeah, it sure will. It's the full-time score is Loughrea 3:13, Clarinbridge 16 points. It might say 15 points for Clarinbridge in the stream, but we can tell you they scored 16 points in this game, 14 from Evan Island and a one apiece did from Mark Kennedy.
Yeah, I see Shane Morgan going out there, like, it's a hamstring. It's up high, but it's better than a knee or anything like that, or an ankle. It's only a hamstring. When I say only a hamstring, that's what it is. It's still a bad one, but like, this guy is a very good hurler.
2 weeks' time, James Regan went off for St. Thomas as well. Both sides now will hope to have those guys back for that county final.
Yeah, well, James Regan kind of went into a tackle, and remember down the first half line, got clapped her up in the air, hit off one of his own lads. Really, like, he should be all right. You just wouldn't know.
Yeah, there you have it. It's all over here. The 2 county semi-finals. The first one was won in the end by St. Thomas's 2-19 to 15 points over Sarsfields, and the second one is the Loughrea team just gathering the huddle out in the middle of Pearse Stadium. They have beaten Clarinbridge by 3:13 to 16 points. The county final, the Galway Senior Hurling Championship final, is a repeat of the 2012 final. The county champions for the past 4 years, St. Thomas's, will take on a Loughrea side appearing in their first final since 2013. That will take place in 2 weeks' time. It's a game we look forward to.